Couldn't defeat them. It was funny how you couldn't defeat the Houthis. It was funny how you guys were up here celebrating when Israel launched that Pearl Harbor style attack on Iran and all that shit y'all were talking. It's funny how I had to put his picture back up just to remind y'all that y'all can't fuck with this man.
Yeah,
Never.
you put his picture back up just in time for him to fucking flee the country. So that
Well,
works
I'm
out.
I'm I'm putting the picture back up just to let you know I'm doubling down. Let's watch this
Right.
thing unfold. Let's watch it together because it's going to unfold together. Now, I presume China's going to jump off first. They're going to take Taiwan. They're already doing naval drills down in
Yeah, but
South
you're
Africa.
deflecting. You're point
Hmm.
blank. I'm gonna be honest with
We're talking
you.
about
Let's
World War
say
Three.
no. That's where you're wrong. Hypothetically, if China makes a move on Taiwan, what is Trump's reaction, Julian?
He has to go to war. That's the South
No,
Pacific.
that's where you're wrong.
Or they're going to fight it out.
Trump will he'll do the bare minimum for Taiwan,
No,
whatever that is.
that's the whole Pacific, man. That's the shipping lanes of the
Okay.
Pacific.
Once again,
That's global domination right there.
once again, I'm not worried about Taiwan right now. You have the Ayatollah basically ready to flee if they haven't already, if he's even still
Muslims don't
alive.
flee, man. What are you
Oh,
talking
okay.
about?
Once again, clip it. So, Libby, let me focus on you for a second. Whenever you and I had a conversation, and whenever Julian came up here, you were very hesitant because you thought I was trying to get you two to fight. But do you see how moronic he is, Libby?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Unfortunately, like, I didn't think that the conversation was going to turn out the way that it did. And I
Well,
was very
Libby,
respectful the whole time too, but like the whole time, like,
you're not respecting my lineage.
you're
You're
not
not
I'm respecting
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 hers,
yours.
mine.
asshole.
I'm
Like, you're not.
respecting your. I didn't say you didn't exist. I didn't say you're not a real people and you don't come from nowhere. I didn't say you didn't contribute to nothing to America. Everything I'm saying about my people is in the defense, and I come from a culture and a history, even with his prompt, that everybody's tried to shit on us. You don't like it when I hold the mirror up and say, wait a minute, let's look at what we've contributed, not only to America and what America's contributed to the world, and let's look at everybody else. All of a sudden you get offended. Somalians didn't do it. Jamaicans didn't do it. Haitians didn't do it. Africans, and by the way, Africa's so huge, it can fit the United States, China, all of Europe, and Canada inside of it. So you acting like Africa's just one place. If I'm an African American, then technically Elon Musk is an African American because that's a nationality, not an ethnicity. Thank you.
Okay, but my issue again is the FBA movement in which you are
It's not a.
claiming to be a
It's a
part of.
delineation. I keep telling you, and I
It's
don't
a
know.
movement.
Okay.
Okay, it's a
Okay.
movement of people, and
Uh-huh. Why do you have an
like I
issue with it?
said, because the issue is that's helping with the erasure of Native
How so?
Americans,
How so?
spreading false
How so when we're
information.
mixed with Native Americans?
Okay, so if you're saying that, and this is what I kept trying to get out of you on the
Uh-huh.
other panel, um, you kept saying, and I understand and I fully accept um Black Americans who are also indigenous because that is true. That does happen. Like there's
But then the
plenty of
mix, but then you're forgetting about the mix. There are
no,
many.
because here's my but hold on, wait, because the issue that I'm having with you is you're claiming tribes that are very well documented, okay? On census rolls, they're very documented. The
Mhm,
tribes that you are claiming to be a part of.
mhm.
So, or have blood from or whatever, lineage from. My issue with that is you're saying you're part of those tribes, but yet you haven't said that your DNA results said anything about North American indigenous blood. So I'm
I just
confused.
did. See, do
When
you
did
see
you
how you
say that?
contra? Okay, okay. So
And
did you
and
see?
where do you
See, this is what I'm saying. It's pointless to talk to you because you're not listening. I named several tribes. My grandmother
can you
mainly.
rename them again, please? Because I only remembered the Cherokee.
Well, I have on both sides, and I named
Okay.
earlier. I said Muskogee. That's really. Well, my grandmother was.
And
That's
what's
the
the other
trifling.
one that you said? Kids, you said there's three.
Muskogee, Cherokee, and then on my mother's side, Seminole, which was a mixture of the natives that were already in Florida and runaway slaves. So, but here's the point that you're missing, Libby. I don't care about none of that because the point is my lineage goes back before the United States began. The point is I'm not Somalian. I'm not Jamaican or Haitian. I'm not going to allow white supremacy to try to, and they're doing this on purpose, by the way. Okay. You don't mean to do it on purpose, but what they're trying to do is label as all black people as the same. And we're not all the same way all Hispanics aren't the same, and the same way all whites ain't the same, and the same way all Asians ain't the same. All blacks are not the same. Are we making sense? Am I making sense to you now?
It makes sense, like I said, for Black Americans to have indigenous ancestry if they're mixed, yes, but like
We have European ancestry because of the grapes, and then we were bred amongst each other like animals. What I'm saying to you that you can't wrap your brain around is we experience what's called an ethnogenesis from all of the mixture in a confined, segregated area.
No.
Okay, then what are we then?
If you're
Thank you.
Then what
Larry.
are we then?
If you are claiming, okay, what I think that you're trying to say is that you're Afro-Indigenous, which would mean you're Black and Native American mixed. That doesn't make, like, so you would still have to,
And
accept.
European.
Okay, but where does that fall into
Okay.
the FBA
Let's
thing?
go slow.
Because that's
Can you
because
acknowledge?
I
Wait,
know Afro-Indigenous people personally,
you're
and
trying
they
to
don't
put a label.
associate
Listen.
with that FBA stuff.
Well,
So
good. Well, good. It doesn't matter because this is already rolling. This is what you don't understand. And this was a grassroots movement that is backed up by historical, archaeological, and genetic facts. So we really don't care. I'm just doing this for the conversation with you because let you tell it. I'm no different than the Somalian or than the Jamaican or the Haitian or the Nigerian. Let you tell it. We're all the same. That's racist.
no, how is that racist?
What would you okay, so you can acknowledge that black people from Africa through the slave trade, you can acknowledge that there was a selective breeding process in the slave system itself. There was a selective breeding process, which included grape, right? And then you had blacks who escaped or were freed that mixed with the natives, what you're calling your people, that mixed. So we have about 500 years of mixing, and it's created what's called an ethnogenesis. Are you familiar with the term ethnogenesis? Are you?
Yes, are you familiar with
Okay,
phenotypes and
so
how
just in a basic manner, tell us what an ethnogenesis is. And did black people go through one? Meaning the foundation, what we call
I
Foundation of
don't
Black America. You don't know, do you? You don't know, do you?
I don't, because what you're describing, what you continuously describe over and over and over again throughout the whole live is that Black people, you keep mentioning the slave trade and
Thank you,
everything.
Charles.
They came here 500 years ago, blah, 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 mixed with other tribes. I understand the breeding that you're talking about.
And European grape,
Yes, I know about
white
that,
people.
but however, that doesn't change the ancestry from the African roots. How does
No,
that
we're not
change
trying.
that?
We're not trying to. I'm not trying to say that we didn't. None of us came from Africa.
So are you
I'm
telling me
saying
that you're okay? No. Here's a better question. Are you telling me that you're 100% indigenous?
no. I never said that. I said I was mixed. How many times I got to say
So
that,
what
Libby?
are you mixed with? What is besides Native
Everything. I
American?
just went down.
So you're European, you're
And listen. And
African,
there's European. Listen.
You're
There's other. There's
backtracking like a motherfucker, Julian.
no. I'm
you're
not.
European, you're African, you're
No, I'm
Cherokee.
not. This
Well,
girl, she doesn't even know it, but she's racist as fuck.
no, I'm not.
But you
I'm
just said
Okay.
that's what. But you just said
Let
I'm
me
that's what you
asking you
were.
because you're saying you're
explain.
mixed.
Let me explain why you're
I'm trying to
racist.
find out where the
Yeah,
black is coming in.
yeah,
Where does the black come in for you?
Julian, instead of projecting, can you answer her question
Can you stay?
directly?
This is an AB conversation. See your
Where
bitch ass out of it.
Julian, where does the black fall into your lineage? That's what I want to
Part
know.
of slavery. I said
Okay,
that.
so you admit that your ancestors came from where? Part of your ancestors came from Africa, correct?
Yes. Slavery, yeah, through slavery, yes.
So you're an Afro-Indigenous if you're saying that you are African and Native American. So why are you
And
so
there was
what's up
your
with
ma'am,
what's up with the
ma'am,
FBA
ma'am,
thing then?
ma'am, 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 ma'am. And there's European mixture. That's the whole point. It is a new ethnic group. That's the point you don't know. And we
What
don't
the
really care if you
hell?
understand it or not.
That's not
Because what
anything
you're trying to
new.
say
What
is
is
Not
that
any.
what
new? Is that new,
No,
Jeannie?
it's not. It's not.
Like, is he
No,
confused?
it's like me. It's like me and you claiming, right? Because we're mixed. We're like extremely mixed with like European. Also, some of us have like African or like a Caucasian and whatever. Now we are now its own ethnicity because we're
well, you
heavily
didn't go through
mixed.
you didn't go through the type of mixture no one has in the annals of history.
Actually,
I'm
a
gonna say
lot
it
of
again. I'm
people.
gonna say it
Actually,
again.
a
No,
lot
no,
of
no,
people
no,
have that
no.
mixture
You
as
you
well.
should
Yeah,
study. See,
actually, a lot of.
this
One
is
second.
what Dave
One
asked
Hold
me a
on,
second.
let
Julian.
Jeannie
question.
talk.
Julian.
Let
Julian.
Jeannie
1 second.
talk.
Please.
Go ahead, Jeannie.
Julian, there is a lot of people that have gone through that exact same mixture as you.
Nope.
Like, Julian, yes, there's people who are African who are mixed with indigenous, who are mixed with European.
Let me
Okay?
try it again. I'm gonna try it again, Dave. No other people, and I'm speaking strictly through the system of chattel slavery, where there was breeding farms, where you took the strong buck and mixed them with this one. You graped the slave to produce a light skin. This was done inside the slave institution of the United States. Unless you've studied it and you don't know what you're talking about, now you're being racist about my history, which is why you don't understand. Nowhere in the annals of history has there been a people through an ethnogenesis created the way that we were? Not only through the slave trade, but through grape and through mixing with the natives that were already here. That's what you don't like. It's produced a unique people. The wise planners of the United States, they know. The Freemasons who set up this country, they know who we are. They understand this. This is why this is such a threat to them. Because we're delineating.
I don't think it's a threat, Julian. And
It's an
Julian,
absolute
nobody.
threat.
It's really not a made-up ideology.
You
It's
keep
not a
saying,
threat.
Well,
and he keeps
then why
saying
did the United States
ethnogenesis,
then why did the United
but it's
States
not.
government
What
go
he's
so
describing is
hard
not
to unalive?
ethnogenesis at all.
Why did the United States assassinate all of our leaders if we're not a threat?
Who did they assassinate, Julian?
Oh, you haven't studied our history, have you?
No, I really. I'm
Rattle off
asking
some
you. You're
names.
the expert.
Fred Hampton. Tell us about Fred Hampton.
I was
Go ahead,
asking you.
next.
I don't know who
So
that
you
Good.
don't.
Give
is.
us
So
more
okay.
black
So
leaders that
tell
have
us
been
about the
assassinated.
counterintelligence program. Do you know about the FBI's counterintelligence program, ma'am?
Do you want to talk about who
What do you
Farrakhan
know about Black
killed
history?
after? Do you want to talk about Farrakhan killing people?
Farrakhan's not killed
Yeah,
anybody.
clear that throat.
Farrakhan hasn't killed anybody.
But
I'm so
Julian,
sorry.
You're lying on a 92-year-old man, man. Stop.
I'm so
you
well.
keep saying ethnogenesis to some you keep saying ethnogenesis, but it's like
Tell me about
you're
why the United
describing
States
something
government
that's
has a
already.
policy of unaliving our leaders.
Can you repeat
Tell
that?
me why
Because you're
Nation of
yelling over
Islam
me.
has
Okay.
killed your leaders.
Are you familiar with the FBI's counterintelligence program in the
I'm
1960s and 70s?
I'm gonna say no. I'm not familiar with
Let
that.
me explain
I'll
to
be
you what it
honest.
was. Let me explain to you and everybody what it was. It was
Okay.
the FBI, right, which is appointed by the President of the United States, the executive branch, right?
Mhm.
J. Edgar Hoover created a secret program to destroy all of those black organizations that were trying to liberate black people in the 60s and 70s, including the Black Panther movement, including Martin Luther King and the Southern Christian leadership, including Malcolm X and the Nation of Islam, including many of the matter of
But
fact,
Nation of Islam is the one that killed fucking MLK.
That's not true. Nation of Islam didn't kill
What?
anybody. And if we did, we'd tell you. But we
No,
didn't.
you don't. Okay,
If
right.
we
Because
did,
so many
listen,
people that kill
if we
people, they say,
did,
"Yep,
we would
was
tell
me."
you, right? But don't worry. If you want to see the Nation of Islam kill somebody, you fuck with us and you'll find it out. But we don't kill people. We've been in this country 90 years. We don't commit T attacks. And we don't shake hands with Al Qaeda like your president does. Matter of fact, this picture, the Ayatollah,
You
he fights
deflect.
against
You deflect all
Al
over the
Qaeda
fucking
and
place,
ISIS.
bro.
We fight against
You
Al
have
Qaeda
gotten
and
so
ISIS, you
bad at
damn
debating.
hypocrites.
Wait,
And I'll
let's
be
get back to
honest,
this
the
Why did the government
frustration.
try to? Why did you tell me? Why did the government want to unalive all of our leaders? And I'll show you the paperwork. You
I
want to see
just
the
want to say
paperwork?
I enjoyed Libby getting frustrated with you because
Mm-hmm.
she's asking you common sense questions that should get
Mm-hmm.
common sense answers. And I was
Mm-hmm.
doing the same with her, asking her very simple
She
questions,
doesn't know
and
our
she was
history,
all
Dave.
over the place. Okay,
Dave, she
so
doesn't know
I
she
appreciate it.
hasn't studied our history. I would respect her more and respect her point, but she's like a Karen. She's
I'm
just
not a
talking some
Karen.
shit. She
So now
hasn't
I'm a
studied. Well, then
Karen.
go study and then come back, Libby. If you're
I
so
think that
liberal and so pro-black or about equality, then
I'm
you need to look
pro.
at what has happened to us.
I fully accept what has
Libby's
happened to.
anti-white. If anything, she's anti-white.
Yeah, I fully accept what has happened to Black Americans who can actually accept their ancestry. And honestly, there's a huge group, like there's a majority of Black Americans are completely against your whole FBA logic thing, just so you know. Like,
You're gonna
so
speak. You're gonna
that's
speak
who
for
I
our
was,
people.
that's who I was, no, I'm
I don't
speaking
think
for
so.
the people, because you're claiming not to be them.
Um,
You're claiming that they are not associated with you. By
that's
claiming
not what I'm claiming.
FBA,
You're lying.
by claiming FBA, you are
Here
not,
comes the Karen.
that's not Karen. You're not,
I
listen,
said not all people who claim to be FBA agree. You're a lying, low down piece of shit,
and
camouflage
that's,
racist. See, I
I'm
hate
not,
your type. You're the liberal type that try to
okay.
act like you care about
How are
black
you
people and
calling
equality. But when I call you to the
why are you
fucking
calling
front,
her a
the
Mexican
racist shit
Karen?
and you come because she just said it. Not all black people. You don't fucking speak for my people.
You
I
don't
don't
speak
try
for
to
your
speak for
people either
yours.
by trying
Don't
to
speak for
wipe
mine.
their, you don't speak, you don't get to stand up and speak for your people
Then let
when you're
another black
spreading
person
false
come up.
information.
Let another black person come up here and say it, not you.
You think
But
that all
every
I
black
don't
black
get
people
it.
person
are,
that does
Listen,
come up here, they
I
laugh in
don't
your
get it. I don't
face.
get it.
you
I
think
don't
that
get
there's
in your
so,
Mexican business.
okay,
I
can
just
you,
sit back and watch ICE throw you out the country. They
first of
can't
all,
throw us
I'm
out the
Native
country.
American, thank you.
Can,
Secondly,
they can't throw us out the country. I know that much.
okay, listen, okay, when I was talking about Black Americans, I was talking about African Americans, which is who I thought the host was referring to. So, host, were you referring to African Americans?
I'm so sorry. Say that. I was reading something. Say that again, love.
So, were you referring to African Americans in your
No,
prompt?
once again, I'm talking about Black Americans as a whole. It's not all
Okay,
of them. Okay, I've already answered
but who
this
are,
question, Libby.
I know, but I'm
So he's
talking
including
to
the
No,
Julian
Somalis.
hold on. Why are you asking it again? I'm confused.
because so I was explaining to Julian that who I was talking about regarding your prompt was African Americans. When I seen Black Americans, I'm thinking African Americans, but
But
he
Would
doesn't
that include
identify.
Elon
He
Musk?
doesn't identify as an African American. So I'm not speaking about Julian because apparently he's not African American, right, Julian?
no, he is African
No,
American. He's
But he
from the
says he's not.
Congo.
So
I'm a
So
don't
black
what?
tell
American.
me, don't tell me that I'm speaking for your
I'm a
people when
black
you don't
American.
even side with your people. You don't even side with them. So don't tell me to not speak
What do you
for
mean I don't
or
side with my
about them
people?
because you just said, because you were talking about how I was speaking about Black Americans when I'm talking about African Americans,
You're
but yet you don't side with African Americans. You don't accept
Libby.
that you're African American. So why are you
Libby.
telling me
He has
not to speak about your people, but apparently they're only your people when they're being spoken about,
Libby.
but
Libby.
not when you want them to be. So it makes
Okay.
no sense. Pick a side because you're
Correct.
saying your people,
Uh,
but then you're saying that, oh, I'm not African American, I'm not blah blah. But then
Libby.
all of a sudden, oh, don't talk about my people. Don't talk about my, so what are you
You
then,
just
Julian?
rambling on with a lie.
That's not a lie. You
Libby,
did
Libby, shut
clearly,
up.
you
Shut
literally
up.
just
You're
said, did he
fucking
not just
talk too
say,
much.
did he not just say,
You're
don't
fucking
talk for my
rambling. You
people?
Listen,
fucking rambling. Fucking.
I appreciate
She just,
Julian here because talking to you, Libby,
she's repeated
was
herself
just I
10
was
fucking
feeling just
times.
as frustrated
No,
as
no,
you
what
are
you're
with
doing is
Julian.
you're helping her. You're helping her for me to not
How am I
respond to her
helping her?
yapping. Okay. This is what you said, Libby. You said black people are not even embracing that. Yes, they are. You're not one of
No, some
us.
dumb
What
fucks
are
are.
you talking about?
The majority of black people, this is why the movement's so big. This is why you're talking about it. This is why
Wait,
your
most
panties are in a
black people
bunch
that come
about
up
it.
here don't subscribe to your bullshit.
Well, you got a dumb sample size. You love putting dumb bimbos up here, and
Oh,
you got one up here right now.
right,
Julian,
because
You got a dumb
when I
bimbo up here
accept
right
people up here,
now.
I know if they're foundational Black American or not. Get the
No,
fuck out of here,
you can
Julian.
always
Julian,
tell
are
when a
you
female is
African
dumb and
American?
emotional.
Julian, are you
I already
African
asked,
American?
listen,
Are you African American?
listen. Are you dumb, deaf, or stupid, or
Are
all
you
three,
African
or all of the
American?
above? Now. Let me ask you a question.
Are you
Do
African
you
American?
agree? Do you agree? Shut up with the same stupid ass questions.
Why won't you answer that?
See, that's why your boyfriend to get fucked, because you're boring. You're boring as fuck. Asking the same goddamn. That's why a girl can fuck your boyfriend right under your nose.
Sleep with him. I don't even have one.
I'm gonna say
but
again.
It's funny though.
I'm gonna say again. You first of all, you talk too goddamn much. I'm just telling you, man to woman, you don't fucking listen at all. That's why you don't have a man. And I'm sure your boyfriends done told you, you don't listen, Libby. You don't listen. I promise you, they've told you that. And you know they have. So let me get back to the point. Do you agree that there were some black natives here, and we're talking the Americas, North America, Central America? This is it's the Western Hemisphere. It's huge, right? That on this part of the world, that there were some Africans who had traveled here before Columbus.
No.
You agree? You don't agree? Okay.
No.
So let's say you don't agree on that. Okay. So there were tribes, as you would call Native Americans, already over here, right? Right?
Wait,
obviously, right? Because the Incas, the Aztecs. Okay, the Incas, the Aztecs, they were already people, higher civilizations on this part of the world, correct?
Yes.
For thousands of years, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
That is correct.
Then Europeans came, correct?
Yes.
Now let's focus on the United States. And then you saw slaves and the slave trade go on for what? Almost 400 years, right? 400 years of slavery, right? So do you agree that all of those people kind of mixed together in those 400 years? Were they not mixing?
I'm not going to say that all of those people, but I do believe, yes, 100% there was mixing.
Okay, so what do you call, have you heard of the Seminoles? The tribe called the Seminoles?
Yes.
Okay, do you know that they were black? Did you know that? I believe the word Seminole means black. I'm not sure. But did you know that? You didn't know that. See, you got to study, Libby, before you come up here in public trying to... Wait, before you start trying to debate, you have no fucking studies behind you. And you sound like an idiot. You're ignorantly, out of your own ignorance, you're racist as fuck. Because you've taken on white supremacist history. And by the way, their agenda is to make it seem like we're a nobody, that we never existed and we never contributed anything.
Well, I just want to defend Libby for a second. When she was trying to debate U.S. politics, she was just as clueless. So to defend her there for a second. She was lost as fuck talking about Seminoles.
He's talking about emotion.
He's still talking. Okay, the Seminoles were mixed. Okay.
With what?
Africans.
And what?
Africans. They were mixed. That's what I'm pulling up here.
And what? Oh, you're pulling up. Now you're reading Google.
Well, the last time she pulled something up, she actually contradicted herself. So,
man, listen, she's not too smart. She's not this.
I'm not saying that.
She's just not. It's obvious she's not too smart. But Libby,
you can insult me all you want.
I'm just saying, Libby, those black people that were here in the United States and multiplied and whatnot, what would you call them today? That were here 300-400 years ago. What would you call them today?
The people that. Okay, wait, repeat that because I was not even on the live for a second.
The people that were here in the United States, some that went through the slave trade and went through the slave system. You're not focusing on the slave system.
Okay.
That's very important too, because the slave system was a system of breeding. This is why we dominate in athletics. Not just, we dominate the entire planet in athletics.
Get to the point of what you're saying.
The point is, these people who are unique people, what would you label them as?
The ones that are, you're talking about the mixed Africans that mixed with Native Americans. That's what you're talking about?
Plus European and plus Africans that were already on this part of the world. Because you're acting
No.
Okay.
No.
So
what you would call them is Afro-Indigenous, meaning they have African descent and they are also Native American.
But they were here before there was any such word called Africa. Africa's a recent name named after a European. Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh. Tell me you're lost without telling me you're.
Uh-oh. Isn't that true, though? Isn't that true? Africa's a recent name, only a couple of 100 years old, right? We've seen civilizations over here for thousands of years, right? I'm teaching you now, Karen. You don't like for a black man to teach you? See, next time, go fucking study before you jump out in public talking about who and what somebody else is. I don't talk about your people like that. You know why? Because you're unimportant. We're the most influential ethnic group on the planet. Ask Apple about that. Ask Nike and McDonald's and Coca-Cola.
Wait, why would Apple say that?
Because that's who they come. They come get us to promote and make their shit sell.
No,
Wait,
if
so
anything, the only time they ever go to
Beats by
black.
Dre, Air Jordan.
wait, let Jeannie talk.
What we got to do? What we talking about?
Julian, shh. Thank you. Okay. The only time they will ever go to black people for anything is to get resources. Okay? For you guys
To
to
get
mine
what?
them out the ground.
Resources.
That's the
Okay.
only time.
So when Apple goes and makes Dr. Dre a billionaire by doing Beats by Dre, or when Nike goes and makes Michael Jordan a billionaire by creating the Air Jordan, which is the most popular sneaker in history, right? Let's just use Michael Jackson, the highest selling album ever, Thriller, right? They come get us because what we say the entire world follows.
Thank you,
Our
Lord.
music, hip hop, is the most listened to, most influential music on the planet. You don't like that fact? That's not Jamaican. That's not African. That's the Black American. The face of Black excellence on the planet is the Black American. Sorry if you don't like it. Go get some Kleenex. You got a personal problem. I'm just spitting in the face of white supremacy. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah, instead of attacking Native Americans, you should just
I'm not attacking.
go
I'm part
attack
Native
the
American.
people who enslaved your
I'm part
people.
Native American, dummy. How many times I gotta say that?
You haven't.
Stupid.
But you
part
haven't said
Native
that.
American.
You haven't said that in over a year that you're part
Libby,
Native
you're
American.
He's
Libby,
part
you're
Native
probably
American as soon as Native
You're
Americans
probably
are on
cute.
the
It's
panel.
just your personality that sucks as fuck.
You're like
He wants
Carmela
to be.
Harris.
He
You got a
wishes
fucked
he
up
was
ass
part
personality.
Native American. He wants to
Wait.
be Native American.
I'm very happy about who I am. Are you?
Julian, why
I'm very
is it
happy, but at least I know my history
listen,
properly.
my delineation seems to bother you.
You don't even you're claiming these tribes that you don't even know what band of Cherokee you belong to. So I don't want to hear it. You don't even know.
I know that I'm a black man in America and I didn't come
Then
from
where the
Africa.
fuck did Cherokee come from?
I don't know. You tell me.
No, I'm asking
You're the one on
genealogy. In your
Listen,
genealogy.
you're the one cramming. You're the one cramming for the Julian debate.
In your
in
genealogy,
real time.
in your genealogy, where does Cherokee find
Nowhere.
a place?
I listen. I'm
in
nothing. Listen,
genealogy.
black people.
No,
black
I'm
people in America.
asking
No,
you.
we didn't do nothing. We didn't do nothing. We're gonna sit back and watch what happens to America now. I'm
What's
actually
going to happen
enjoying
to
it.
America?
When I start talking about Iran and all of that is
Look at him.
culminating-
No, look at him deflecting. What the fuck
that's
I'm
all he
asking?
does,
No.
Libby.
Actually,
you're
I'm
asking me the same
genuinely
question
curious.
repeatedly.
wait.
Answer it
You're
right
going-
You're
now. I'm
asking
about
me
to
the
piss the
same,
fuck
like
off.
Hold on,
the annoying
on.
bimbo you are. You keep asking the same questions.
Wait, Julian, you're going to are you rooting for Iran to
Yes.
destroy this thing, this country that
I'm
according to
rooting-
you, 1 second, Julian, shh. Okay, that according to you, right, Black Americans built? That's what you're rooting for? For the destruction of a country that you claim your people built?
Oh my, yeah.
Is that a rhetorical question you want to answer? Oh, you really want an answer?
Yes, I actually do,
tried
or
to
else I
answer-
wouldn't have
I
asked
tried
the
to
question,
answer.
right?
Every time I try to answer, your dumb ass interrupts. So I assume you didn't want an answer. I'll try it
Honey,
again.
stop projecting.
Watch your dumb bimbo ass interrupt though. Watch. I'm gonna try to answer your question. Watch this whore interrupt everybody. Watch this.
Call your mother a whore. Don't
See,
call
I told
me a
you.
whore.
I did
I'm not your
tell you.
mother. I'm not
Didn't
your
I
mother,
tell you
Julian.
that? Didn't I
Julian,
tell
I'm
you
not
that
your mom.
bitch-
Julian,
Didn't I tell you that
and
bitch
I'm
couldn't
still
hold?
sitting here waiting for a fucking answer. I've been
Okay,
hella
let's
patient.
start. Wait, let's
All of my
start.
answers
Very
get
simple,
interrupted.
Julian.
I'm
You think
demanding for an
Iran-
answer.
Hold on 1 second, Libby. Hold on 1 second. I've been waiting for an answer from you for hours about our debate. You were whatever, doesn't matter. Julian, who falls first? Iran, Israel, or the United States?
Israel.
Okay.
Israel's
great.
on the verge of collapse right now, man.
Who is the closest to falling right now?
Israel.
Iran. Israel.
Iran's
of
never
course.
gonna fall. Iran's not
Okay.
gonna fall.
So you're on record as saying Israel and
God is behind Iran.
Okay, who falls first, U.S. or Iran?
Oh, the United States is going to fall.
Of course. Okay.
That's according to scripture and prophecy.
Oh fuck yeah. Okay.
And by the way, wait.
Uh-huh.
Now that you
What's this
asked that
bullshit?
question,
Yeah.
I don't know what religion these people are, but most people in America are Christian. And it's right there in Genesis 15:13 of what's going to happen to America
I don't give a fuck what's in
based
the
on what they
Bible.
did to
Tell
black
him,
people.
Livy.
It talks about Genesis 15:13. God promises Abraham.
Oh my God,
that his
plug your
descendants.
ears. What the fuck is this?
What?
No.
Livy's like
The
me.
whore
She's not
couldn't help
religious.
herself.
Are you
Wait,
fucking kidding
The
me? You're
whore
bringing
couldn't help
out the
herself.
YT Bible. This man's bringing out the YT Bible, but
It's
still
called it's
claiming to
called
be
the
Native
Torah,
American.
dummy. It's
But
Nation
still
of
called-
Islam
claiming to
bringing
be
out the
Native
white
American.
Bible.
Bro, what the fuck?
Wait,
you're a
hold
dummy.
on, Juliet.
I gotta
Libby,
remember this is a dummy.
Libby, do you practice any religion?
I practice my own spiritual beliefs.
Oh,
but
fuck yeah.
I don't read the Bible. No, absolutely not. That
Okay,
would be
so
so
are you a
disrespectful
Christian?
to my ancestors. I am not a Christian.
Okay, do you practice a religion? Yes or no?
I mean, in a sense, yes, but it's not Christianity, no.
Okay, what religion do you practice?
I mean, that's more of a personal thing.
Always scared to say.
All right,
They get scared when they talk about God. I don't get scared because everything I say is based on what I believe in God.
Your God's so scary. Your God is
Yeah.
so scary to me.
Yeah, you're scared to say what you believe. I'm not.
But why are you quoting the Bible as Nation of Islam? Does
That's
Farrakhan
actually-
ever
that's-
quote the Bible?
That's all the time. That's
Oh, he
actually
does?
in it. Yeah. We believe in the Torah, which is the Old Testament. We believe in the gospel of Jesus as well as the Holy Quran. Absolutely. I can quote it from Genesis to Revelation.
So you just
From
quote
Al-Fatiha
anything
to Al-Nas.
that suits your argument.
But you deflected off of the point that God told Abraham.
Who deflected?
And Muslims, Christians, and Jews all believe in Abraham. God promised Abraham that his descendants, a portion of his family, will be held captive in a strange land for 400 years. And after that time, God would judge that nation. And that's the United States. And that's black people inside of the United States. You won't find the people ever. And you can refer to Genesis 15:13.
And what does it say? What does it say?
It says, and I'm paraphrasing, but it says that know of a surety. This is God talking to Abraham. That your seed will be held captive in a strange land and afflicted for 400 years. And after that time, I, God, will judge that nation. That's Genesis 15:13. America is under the divine judgment of God right now. And you can look through the annals of history and you will not find another people, especially from the seed of Abraham, that have been held captive and afflicted for 400 years outside of the Black American, the ethnogenesis that I just laid out that we now call foundational Black Americans. America's being judged. America right now, as we speak, is being judged because of its treatment of the people who built America, which are God's chosen people.
But then whenever the question is posed, what did you guys build? Not much is there.
As so much, but I'll just start with the wealth, the financial basis of America, foundation of America.
Elaborate on that.
At the height of slavery, these are facts. At the height of slavery, cotton accounted for, I believe, 64% of America's exports. Cotton was more lucrative to the United States at its height than oil is to OPEC today. And you see how crazy they are over oil. This is an actual fact. I dare anybody try to debate me on it. Cotton made America rich. So rich, America went to war with itself. The South wanted to back out and say, you know what? We're just going to keep our money, keep our slaves, and separate from America. Abraham Lincoln said, no, you're not. And we went to war over it. And guess what? We kicked ass and we're free. That's what you refugees need to do. Go back to your home countries, Iran,
Wait,
and all
who
that
are
other
you
type of
calling
shit.
refugees?
Because they're refugees.
Who?
Somalians, for example, they're refugees. Yeah, Haitians, Jamaicans, they come from failed countries and they run to the United States and want to say,
just
hold on
one second. Slime, what brings you up, Slime?
Hey, how you doing? I was just wondering, for Julian, I was just wondering, what is Iran going to do when since they can't flush their toilets and they're not going to be able to get oil in or out of the country?
Julian
Well,
is
as I
on record
said,
as
Slim.
saying they're Muslims, they don't need water, but go ahead, Julian.
Yeah, all the Muslims need, all they need in Iran is a prayer rug and some hypersonic missiles. And you know what they're gonna do? You know what they're
Water
gonna
not
do?
needed.
You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna hit one button and rain down hundreds and hundreds of hypersonics on that little small area called Israel. And if America don't act right, they can hit every single American military base over there. Plus, they can shut down the Strait of Hormuz and really
Well, the
fuck up the gas
Ayatollah
prices.
is running out of time to press that button.
You said that 40 years. They've been saying that about Iran for 40 years. Why don't you stop all the barking and start biting? And let's
Well,
get on with the
You're
I
one
fighting.
to
think there's some
talk.
Let's get
fighting
on
going
with the
on right
fighting.
now.
What is it with white boys? It's all y'all do is talk shit, slime. The
That's
world
what
knows
you're
that y'all a
doing.
pussy.
That's what you're doing, though, Julian.
Hey, listen, Jake Paul got to pay.
I don't see you
I
doing
Jake Paul
anything to
actually
got to
get
like
your
pay black
Libby.
fighters to
reparations.
take a dive.
What are you gonna do to get your reparations then?
We don't need reparations. That's why America's being judged.
He flip flops on that.
Okay,
We
We don't
love
need
the
reparations.
original
you were
foundational.
just talking about
Yes.
reparations when I
Thank
first
you,
got on.
Libby.
I said America owes us. I didn't say we were going to get it.
Okay, okay, you make no
That's
sense
exactly
then.
why. That's
Exactly,
exactly why
Libby.
America's
Who are
under
you
the
really mad at, Julian?
I'm
Who
not
are you
mad.
actually
Can't you
mad
tell
at?
I'm-
Everybody.
Can't you tell I'm happy watching the fall of this so-called great empire? Watching the fall. All of this white supremacy. Look at the desperation moves they're doing around the world. They've lost the United States dollar. America's sunken so low that we have
You
to
see
pirate
how he
ships.
just deflects to
We
other
have to
shit,
pirate
Libby?
ship.
Yeah.
The U.S. dollar's
Yeah.
done. The U.S. dollar's done. The economy's fucked up. America's divided. We got to pirate ships and steal oil and go in and kidnap leaders in small countries that can't
He's in
defend
a manic
themselves.
episode.
Why don't y'all walk into Iran and go get the Ayatollah like you did Maduro?
They don't.
Maduro
Nobody
had
needs
water.
to.
Maduro had water and all these things. Okay, why don't you walk into Tehran and go get the Ayatollah, pussies? I
Why
think
don't
we
you
know
do
why.
it then?
I think we know
Then
why.
why don't
I
you
think we
get
know
your
why.
why don't you get your
Ju-
FBA group together and go do that?
Yeah, again,
No, we already fought and got
again,
our
Julian,
freedom.
I'm gonna ask you the same
Maybe
It
you
question.
doesn't
missed it,
sound
but
By
we
the
like
already
it. It
kicked
doesn't
white
sound
ass
like
over
it's
here.
freedom if you're still owed
We already kicked
reparations.
white ass
Can
over
I-
here.
No, that doesn't sound like
Let
freedom.
Jeannie ask her question. Go ahead, Jeannie.
Yeah, I want to ask him the same question that before, of course, he started cursing me out. He couldn't answer me. Why are you wishing the fall, right, of a nation that you claim your people built?
Why are you rooting for Iran?
Well, she's talking about two different things. Let me answer her question first. The fall of America is prophesied. It's in the Bible.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
Wait,
I'm
who's
rooting.
gonna make
I'm
America
rooting.
fall again?
What's in the Bible? It's
Okay.
in the book of Revelations that America will fall. I'm a
All right.
Muslim.
Now it's in
I
now it's
believe
in
I believe in it.
Revelations.
Say what? Yes, in the book
You
of
said it was
Revelation.
Genesis earlier.
The
Yeah,
entire-
you said it was Genesis 15 verse 13.
No, I said Genesis 15:13 talks about God's promise to Abraham. Revelation is when it actually happens. That's where we're at
And
now.
when's it gonna happen?
We're watching it happen slowly but surely right now. First, the fall of the dollar. That's happening right now. Okay. First, America's power in Africa. Wait. You ain't paying attention. I am. I've
Yeah.
been telling you this for 2 years.
Coming from the guy that
put-
has seen nothing about what's going on in Iran, but you're
Because
the
it
one paying
doesn't.
attention.
Because
Go ahead.
listen, that's all propaganda. You see that picture? Make me take the picture down. See, all that shit you're doing
he's
is just
dead.
desperation.
Once
Listen,
again, he's
all
dead.
that shit that Israel's doing is just fucking desperation.
Do you want?
At the end of the day, you can't. Israel
Wait,
cannot
Israel
defend
has
itself
nothing
against-
to do with it. It's
Has
the people of
everything to do with it.
Iran that are flipping out.
No, they're not.
Do you want to have a moment of silence for the Ayatollah or no?
No. We need to have a moment of silence. Listen, you want to do it right now? Go ahead and say goodbye to Bianca while we got a chance to say goodbye to her.
Oh my
Because if she don't get out of that
What's
country,
wrong with you?
I'm just telling you, it could really happen.
What's gonna
because next time
wait? Who's gonna get eliminated first, the Ayatollah or Israel?
Israel 10
Of
times,
course.
and the next
Very
20
smart.
times you ask me, and I'll have this picture up, and you'll never make me take it down. I'll take it down when Iran loses. I'm never taking it down.
What
ban the
define
account.
losing? What happens once again if the Ayatollah flees or is murdered or is taken out? Is that considered losing for you?
Well, if the Ayatollah is no longer here, he's considered a martyr. But the fact of the matter is Iran, the regime of Iran, isn't the point to take down the regime? What's the point, Dave?
Oh, okay.
What's the objective? You guys keep talking about Iran. What's the objective? To take down the regime or to blow up some beepers? What's the
What
fucking objective?
the people that are protesting? What is their goal?
I'm not even paying attention to them.
Of
They're
course you're
irrelevant.
not.
Not at all.
Okay.
Why would I pay attention to mosquitoes and shit? They're just like the people protesting up in Minnesota. They don't look. It's the same fucking thing. They're not
I
going to
think it's a
affect
little
change.
bit different this time, though.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Matter of fact, the protests here are worse.
Yeah, but you have I don't know. It just the videos that I see, it's definitely different.
Well, it's a different. I'm sure it's a different argument, but the whole point is, in the United States, at any given time, there's protests all over the country. That don't mean the government's going to fall. If you feel that way, go in and get them like you did Maduro. Stop talking.
But they're
You
like
won't run up in there though.
We don't need to.
America won't run up in there though.
We don't need to. We don't need to. That's why we're not going to Iran, because we don't need to.
You're gonna need to save Israel. You're gonna need to.
They have no oil. They have no money. They are going broke.
They have no water.
They don't do well when they have no money to
They
pay.
got hypersonic missiles and depleted uranium.
No, they don't.
How you like that apple?
They have.
Bite on that.
There's an article in the New York Times, Julian, that Iran was essentially offering them $7 to stop protesting per person.
And you believe it? You say the New York Times?
I mean, I'm not a big fan of the New York Times.
New York Times? You know what? White Gentiles like you, Dave, are the biggest fucking failures in this country. You let a few minority of white bagel-eating bastards come in and turn this country, and you say Democrats. No, it's those bagel-eating bastards that run the Democrat Party. You let a few of them come into this country, turn this place into fucking Fruit Loop heaven, gender confusion and all this other.
Not fucking Toucan Sam.
White men who took over this country, who controlled this country for hundreds of years. You let a small minority of bagel-eating greaseballs fucking ruin America.
But can you? I just do want to focus on Jeannie's question because I think it is valid. You celebrate the fact that allegedly Black Americans built America, but yet you're dick riding the Ayatollah and cheerleading the Ayatollah and hoping maybe they take America down.
No, understand this. Everything that comes from me comes from my belief and my religious belief in God, right? And I'm watching.
But your religion, Nation of Islam, is a scam, and I'm realizing that more and more.
Well, that's your opinion.
No, let me tell you why I believe that. You guys cherry pick from different religious texts to fit whatever narrative you're pushing at that time. It reminds me of like Carmela Harris, where one day she was black, the next day she was Indian, then maybe she tried to play white. And dumb fucks in this country still voted for her. I won't mention any names, but regardless, I just don't get how you could celebrate or practice a religion. It just seems like a scam.
Well, I mean, we embrace Moses and the Torah, Jesus and the Gospel, and Muhammad and the Holy Quran. You don't hear me up here talking about
You're
Hindus.
repeating. Okay, go ahead.
No, but we're talking about the three monotheistic religions, the Abrahamic religions. We embrace all of the prophets. What's new about that?
All right, hold on. I'm
quote the Bible.
Hold on one second. Hold on. What's up? Where are you from, bro?
Who?
You.
Partially European, partially Iranian.
All right, and why are you here?
Because I see the motherfucker on the top left.
Oh, are you not a fan of Julian's?
Nah, I don't. If you have that filthy face as your profile picture, you're an enemy of humanity.
Hey, can you give me a couple sentence summary on what's going on in Iran right now, please?
Yeah. So 47 years of abuse, of rape, of political oppression. People have had enough. They have had enough of Islam. They have had enough of this Arab religion, and they want independence. They are proud Iranians. They're proud. They have a history of 3,000 years, and it goes through their blood, and they are proud people. And this old fart, this monkey that Julian has as his profile picture, will never bring them down. They've had enough. The regime's either gone or nothing. They're gonna fight till the end to end this.
Okay, so Leviathan, where are you from? Are you from Iran?
My father is.
Okay, so your
Are you
father.
from Iran, Julian?
I'm from the United States.
No, he just dick
No,
rides the
you're just
Ayatollah.
you're just
Yeah,
He's
he dick
hoping
rides
that
the Ayatollah. That's it.
amazing.
because he wants to see the fall of America. That's why.
And Israel.
Yes.
Julian, respectfully, you
No,
know how
no,
much
no.
people live in Iran?
Okay, let me finish with you. They interrupted. They're so insecure, right? I'm just trying to find out about who I'm talking to, right? So your parents are from Iran and they left Iran after the revolution, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Okay, you live in the West now?
Yeah,
Okay. Well, I've never been to Iran. I'm a Muslim. I know
clearly.
I know my country, right? But here's my advice to you. See, my parents never ran. We were terrorized over here in the United States, and we fought our way all the way through it, which is why you have a rest haven and a place to come to be safe. This is why your parents ran over here, because we provided safety for them, Black people in particular. So I would advise you do like we did. Go back and take your homeland. Don't come over here talking shit to us.
You don't
You
have to
ran and
worry
you
about
fled.
that. You don't have to worry
I
about
will
that,
never get
Julian.
ran out of my
You
homeland.
don't have to worry
So,
about that, sir.
okay. So you go handle your
It's
business.
happening right now,
Good
and
luck
people
with
like
that.
you are gonna be on
It's
the
been
on
40
you
something
people
years.
are on the chopping block. I hope you know that.
Nothing's going to happen to me because we already kicked ass over
We're
here.
seeing
Why
a
don't you try
revolution,
it?
Julian. I'm sorry.
Nothing's going to happen
You're
to me.
either with the
Sir,
enemy or you're not. I'm sorry, Julian.
sir. It's called the First Amendment. See, we fought and died
Yeah,
for
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
don't
We
know nothing
know
about that.
the people
Because
you
you ran.
support are
See,
unaliving Americans,
no,
Julian.
I can
They've
talk like I want to
unalived
talk.
Americans on American
Ma'am,
soil. You
sir.
fucking
This is what you
fool.
don't understand about me and about Black people, period.
First Amendment.
Our
You
leaders,
know how much Iranians get threatened in America, Julian, by this
You're in
regime?
my country. You're in my country. I didn't
Yeah,
flee
this regime
when I flee to
unalives
your country.
Americans, Julian.
When the day comes that I flee to your country and leave my homeland, which will never happen, right? Then I'll talk shit. But right now, you're the fleer in my country that we built.
Yeah, you don't know
So let
shit.
me give you
You
some
don't know
advice
shit.
about dealing with your oppressor. Go back and get him.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
bitch.
yeah. You don't
You
have to
You're
worry
bitch.
the
about that.
one
You
to
You don't
talk.
have
Why
to
talk.
aren't
worry
you
about
over there
that.
in
Did
the
you just say
protest?
you're oppressor?
Why aren't you over there in the protest?
Why aren't you
Because you're a
demanding for
bitch.
reparations?
Julian, you do know that
Because you're a bitch.
you do know that no plane flights are flying out.
You're telling
Uh-huh.
you
There's
I
no
do know
flights.
it's been 40 something years and you're still over here
There ain't no
complaining.
flights to the country, Julian.
You're still
There's
over
only
here complaining.
only
You
free
fucking flee.
flights flew
You
to
should thank
Russia.
us.
Actually, free flights flew to Russia. I wonder who was on
Uh-huh.
that. Couldn't be this old bitch boy up here, right?
Well, you know what? You don't know nothing about that
Hopefully.
because you ran.
Yeah,
Your
yeah,
parents
yeah,
ran.
Julian. You don't
Your
have to worry about
parents
shit.
ran. You one
Julian,
of them Uncle Tom
respectfully,
Persians.
do you know how much people live in Iran?
I don't care. I live in the United States.
You don't give a shit about anything.
You're in my
Exactly. It's
country.
90
Go back
million
and handle
people
your
you're willing to
business then.
condemn to hell.
What are you crying to me
90
for?
million
Go
people.
back and handle your business and shut me up.
90 million. If
We
it's about
handled
Palestine,
ours.
you're gonna dance away.
We handled ours. That's
Fucking
why
day
you're
and
able
night,
to come
right?
here.
If it's about Palestine, you're gonna
You're welcome.
bitch and cry about it,
You're
right,
welcome
Julian?
that we created a safe haven for you to run to.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shaitan.
Are you safe? Do
Fucking
you feel safe
shaitan.
over here in the United States? Because
These
you should
people
be
are
over there
demons.
protesting.
These people are
Why aren't you over there
demons,
protesting?
Americans. This is what gets Trump
Oh,
elected. This is what
man.
gets every other
You're a
motherfucker
coward.
elected.
No, he
He's a
doesn't
coward
know.
from Broward.
he
Poor
didn't
guy.
vote for
Listen,
Trump.
Julian is
Refugee.
a sack of shit who doesn't know crap. He has a low IQ.
I
His
never
mama
run
dropped
from
him on
my
his head.
homeland.
That's
I'll never
why
flee
he
from my
tells you. That's why
homeland.
he was just telling you, go fight your oppressor, while he supports the so-called oppressor while being an American.
Who am I
Yeah.
supporting? Who am I supporting?
You support the Ayatollah.
What
who
I'm
is the
saying,
same-
if this
who is
man
the
is
same- who's-
Iranian, if his people are from Iran and they got chased out of there, I'm telling them go back and take your shit back. Oh, he's scared to do that. He want America to do it for him. You pussy, get the fuck out of here, bro. Go take your country
the Iranian
back.
people are working very hard right now, Julian.
Oh,
If you
sure they
fucking
are. Of
opened-
course
if
they
you've
are.
had internet, if
They're
you've
working
opened
hard by talking
anything-
shit on TikTok like you.
Oh,
Go pick
God
up a
forbid
rifle and
Iranians
go
talk
get
about
'em.
Iran, right? The Palestinians
That's
can yap about it
extremely
every
Go
day, every
pick up
fucking
a
second,
rifle.
That's
right, Julian?
Don't bring up the
That's
Palestinians. They
extremely
handling
rude.
their business.
No,
Now you go
They're
handle yours.
handling
You go
100K
handle
children are
yours.
dead or whatever, right? They're handling their business, right?
Uh-huh.
It looks like a fucking
Mhm.
dump. Yeah, they're handling real well.
But they're still in their
Julian,
own
watch and
homeland.
learn. Watch
They
and
got
learn
more
what the
heart than
people's
you. They didn't
spirit can
run.
do.
They
Watch
got more
and
heart
learn.
than you. They didn't flee. They got more fucking heart than you.
They're
And
Oh
you're
my
in my
God.
country, you refugee
Are you
bitch.
dumb? Are you
You're
dumb? You know how
in
much
my country. I'm not an
Palestinians there is
immigrant.
out
You
there?
are. I
Are you
don't come
dumb?
from immigration. You do, bitch. You do.
But you
Yeah,
Next
came
time,
from
tell your
the slave
next
trade.
time
Julian, yeah, you came
tell
on
your
You
slave
parents
came
to
from a
trades.
stay and
slave
You
fight.
came
trade,
on
Julian.
Next
slave
time, tell your
trades
parents to
ships.
stay and fight,
You came on
cause
ships.
they bred you into a fucking anchor baby,
Julian,
bro.
Julian, your
Julian,
people
you
were
came
also
from a
bred on a
Fucking
slave
slave.
Iranian
trade.
anchor baby.
Julian.
Julian, you came from slave trades, please. I don't want to hear you talking shit
Yeah.
about immigration when your
The
people
fuck?
came on slave trades.
Well, that would
Wow,
make us
that's
not immigration.
fascinating stuff,
That would
Julian.
mean ICE can't put us out.
That's fascinating.
Fuck.
A proud ex-slave here.
We've already fought. Hey, listen,
But
we've already fought that
he
fight.
doesn't accept his
We've already
ancestry.
In
kicked that
denial,
ass.
Levi.
He
He's in
doesn't
We've already
denial.
listen. The revolution will
Okay.
not be televised.
I
It's
hope
called the Civil War,
Americans
This man
wake
is
up and deport people like this.
this
Oh,
man
wake
is
up
This
and
guy's on your he's on your
uh-huh.
social benefits
Julian
leeching off your system.
Mhm.
Julian is having what is called a manic episode.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know whether
Hold on one second. C, please. Where are you from?
California.
I'm sorry.
California.
And why are you here, kind sir?
Why am I here?
Exactly what I
Just
said.
to
what the
address your
fuck is
prompt.
that?
Okay, go
Just
ahead.
to address your prompt.
That's for you,
For
Julian.
me, I would say Democrats take the cake. They're the biggest failure.
That's
Then
Libby.
I would
Go
follow
ahead.
it up with Black America,
Whoa,
and then the
whoa.
Muslims in
Okay,
third
that's
place.
Julian.
The
And
Muslims are
Julian
pretty
again.
bad, but they
Right.
at least they're smart enough to know. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I didn't
Go
mean
ahead.
that.
Don't.
The Muslims are at least smart enough to know that they can just infiltrate countries, have a bunch of kids, and wait it out. So they're actually have a little bit of intelligence with that. I mean, it's pretty diabolic, but you can at least give them a little bit of credit. The Democrats are complete fucking morons. They don't know what they're doing. They
Exactly.
just keep digging themselves bigger and bigger holes.
Exactly.
And Black America just, I don't know. I think conservative Black Americans seem to understand what's going on, but you have this, I don't know, the 13% of the population for the last 200 years. And the reason that is because they keep killing off all their children and shooting each other. So it's kind of like,
Wait, they
I
keep
don't know.
what?
You're
Could you repeat
losing.
that?
You know, I mean, stop losing. Get it
They
together,
keep
people.
what?
It's been a long time since slavery.
All right. Very good. Libby, you had a question?
Wait, see, please, what did you say? They keep what about children?
Killing
You
off
keep
their own.
aborting all your children and killing all your
You?
children and then
Who
shooting
the
each
fuck
other
are
in the
you
streets.
Oh,
talking
here we
to?
go. Watch
And then
Libby
shooting
start
each other, and then
defending
pew-pewing each other in the
The
streets.
Libby's
fuck?
back to
And then
defending
that's why
Black
your
Americans. Go ahead,
population is the
girl.
way
What?
it
He
is. That's
just
why
said
you never grow as a
you.
population.
He just said you keep unaliving all your babies. Why are you saying you?
He wasn't
Oh,
talking
I'm
to
sorry. I
you.
just woke up, so maybe not
Okay,
you.
well,
But I'm
here's
just
the
saying,
thing. Here's the thing.
Black America keeps unaliving all their children, and
Libby,
they
why are
keep
you
pew-pewing each
defending
other in the
Black
streets, so they keep their
Americans? So
population down. They don't need white oppression. They do it to themselves. White people are just drinking glasses of wine, paying off our mortgages, and laughing at it.
And also,
here, what's Libby's response?
also pew-pewing children in schools, and also ending up on the registry, and also
Well, they do that a lot.
kidnapping, and also
That's why white people continue to grow and Black people stay at 13%. There's a reason for it, honey.
where are you from again?
I already said that. If you weren't paying attention, that's your problem.
I think he
you
said
sound
California.
There's a lot of
You
there's a lot of
sound
truth.
very
There's a
you
lot of
sound
truth in
very
what
shaky.
Libby. I'm
I
the
don't know
black
if you're
person. Let me be the spokesperson.
Well, I
I'm
said
the
that
black
you weren't
person
paying
up here,
attention,
Libby.
That's not my problem.
We don't
Oh,
need
you don't want
No,
you don't want
no, you
the
don't get to
Mexican
speak for
Karen
African
defending?
Americans.
No, because she does. First of all, she doesn't know what she's talking about, and she has a habit of
Yeah.
speaking from the standpoint of what black people think and feel.
You don't
Right.
identify with black people. You don't
But
identify
the
with African
Mexican
Americans.
Karen does?
See, Libby's racist.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not.
He really is.
To be fair,
No,
I
I'm
was the
not.
first one that said that.
Yeah, but you're right though. She is though.
No,
Don't think.
he's the only reason
Don't
why
assume
Julian.
that racist.
No,
When you find
the only
Libby
reason
just
why
doesn't like facts. Facts
the
hurt
only
Libby's feelings.
reason why Julian is calling me a racist is because I do not believe in his bogus FBA little story and his
It is
wanting to
bogus. I
erasure
agree with you
of
there.
Native Americans. So
Yes.
that is why he thinks
See,
I'm
please.
racist, because I don't agree with the fact that he wants to wipe out Native American culture. So that makes me a racist, and that's fucking fine.
No,
I
that
don't
makes
give a
you a
fuck.
liar. That makes you a liar. But
No,
now
you
you're
if
a
you
lying
stand
I
with
don't
racist.
even
the
know the man
Good
by
night,
nose.
Jeannie.
You love
I doubt he
lying
said
on
that.
black men, don't you? Yeah, you gonna lie? You gonna get me Emmett Till? You gonna say I did
Oh
something to you when I
no.
didn't? You love lying on black men?
if you stand with the whole FBA movement, that is helping with the
Well, you're
erasure
kind of
of
dumb. You're kind of
native.
dumb. You
No,
don't know what
you're kind of dumb
You're
because you're
kind of
having an
dumb.
identity crisis.
No, you're having some insecurities about what we call ourselves.
Insecurities
Yeah.
says the one who cannot accept his
We don't have a
ancestry
history with this.
or
Correct.
show proof
We are
or
not
show proof or show proof of you being indigenous at all.
I'm here, right?
She's not wrong there. So
So
I'm
don't
here too.
fucking
Doesn't make
speak.
me a foundational black
See, please,
American.
this is what we call a dumb bimbo from Tijuana. Right?
No.
Yeah,
She's a dumb bimbo
Listen
from
to me,
Tijuana, right?
Julian.
Okay.
Julian.
Smart as sucker.
So,
So you
Julian,
gotta understand. You gotta understand,
Julian,
right?
if that makes me a fucking racist because I am going to defend my fucking people
No, you're
and
not defending your people because I'm not
But
attacking
you're
your
defending
people.
black Americans as well.
I haven't. Listen,
but I'm
she's making.
defending the black
How
Americans, not the
does
ones
black
who are
people
identifying
stating?
as FBA.
No,
I don't
no, you're
fuck with
just
the
insecure.
FBA shit.
Well, then don't. We don't fuck with you. But the difference is you don't matter. We do.
Oh no, you don't
He
matter.
ain't
You
putting
want
up
to
no
be
prompts.
us.
He
You
ain't
want
putting
to
no
be.
prompts talking
You
about
want to
Mexican
be.
Americans.
No,
They
you
don't
want to
talk.
be Native
Only time they
American
talk about
so
y'all is when
bad. You
ISIS
want
throwing
to
one of you
be.
out the country.
You want
Isn't
to
there
be
like
Native.
10 of you, Julian?
No, stop, Julian. You want to be
Listen,
Native American
They
so
already
bad,
kicked the
so
Mexicans'
bad.
ass and took Texas and all them other spots. Okay, they've
You
already
want
done
to
that.
be. You want to be Native American so bad that you're going to
Yeah.
fall in line to this bogus FBA movement.
I want to
So
be
you
Native
can
American.
justify your pretendian ways. That's what you're doing because you've always been a pretendian, even before you
Native
knew about the
American never
FBA.
came
Pretendian
out
Your
ways,
of
grandma,
I like
and I
it.
foundational
bet
Black
you,
American.
and I bet you, your grandma has
I'm
always told you were what Cherokee was, She's full-blooded Cherokee or whatever the
Muskogee.
fuck you said.
She was
Muskogee.
lying.
Whatever. The fact, though,
Yeah.
is now that you jumped
The
onto a
fact
movement,
is,
no, you're using this movement as an excuse to be a pretendian, and I don't fuck with that.
Yeah.
well, then don't.
Do you
Are you
That-
so
know
And if
why
insecure?
that
That's why
makes
you're
me,
at
Are you so
home.
insecure,
Listen,
if
you
that
don't
Julian?
makes
fuck.
me
Listen,
racist, then that makes me racist.
you don't fuck with nothing, and nobody fucks with you. That's why you're at home on a fucking Friday
Leave
night,
her.
running your
Once
goddamn
again,
mouth.
you're a
Whoa.
pretendian. Pay attention.
Okay, now see, please. This is a girl that don't have a man. Run every fucking dude around her. She's
I don't
annoying as
care.
fuck,
I'm
and
single
she
and
runs her
proud. I don't give a
goddamn
All
mouth,
fuck.
right.
right? She plays with her
Yeah, she's your
goddamn
answer.
battery-powered toy all fucking
You're
day.
just projecting,
She's your
Julian. We
answer.
know
She's
what you do
probably
in
in
your
her
free
30s
time.
now.
But
and
see,
she's
please,
going
look.
through and-
You're just projecting.
See, please.
You
There's a
hate
lot of what you
women.
said.
You hate women. You hate African Americans. You hate America. We get it, Julian.
Yeah.
And you'd
But he
hate-
dick
Fire
rides the
girl.
And you'd
Ayatollah.
hate to go back to
Right
Iran, wouldn't
Julian,
you?
He
you
dick
literally
rides the
made-
Ayatollah.
Yeah, literally made in a
Leviathan, let
factory.
America
like-
take care of you and be quiet for a second, Leviathan. Intelligent people are speaking.
Yeah, you certainly are one.
Just sit there like a good
You
boy, and
certainly
we'll
are
take
one.
care of you. Okay, we'll make sure you're okay and you're safe over here in America. But just shut
You're-
the fuck up, okay?
You're good at your McDonald's. It's all right. You can stick to that. Flipping burgers.
Yeah.
Say beef, please.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Stick with that.
Yeah.
Well,
You
see,
know.
please remember that this
No, we don't
guy's
mind the problem.
parents ran from Iran. He's talking shit about
Yeah.
the leadership of Iran, and he disagrees with Iran.
You would
But
too,
notice
you
he's
fat
over
ass.
here in America
Yeah.
talking that shit.
You would too.
This man does
You
not
ran
come
from
from a
Congo.
people.
Your family
This
ran from
man does
Congo.
not come from a. His people didn't fight for nothing.
Yeah,
He
you don't know
got ran
shit.
out of his
you don't know
homeland.
shit. Try
He
telling a
got
child
ran out of his
soldier
fucking
to stick
homeland,
in a
and he's
fucking
talking to
country.
Americans.
You don't know
We were
shit,
successful.
Julian.
Ran out a good
We were
leader and
successful at
elected
our
a bunch of
revolution.
religious zealots to run them, and now they're upset because religious zealots have been running them for the last 20 years that they put
Well,
in
tell him to
power,
go.
so.
Tell him to go back and take his
You don't
country.
even
back.
know
He
the
won't.
history,
Yeah.
CP. It's been 47 years.
Oh
What
yeah,
kind
I
of-
know all the history.
Go back and take it back, bitch.
Yeah. Go take
Yeah,
it
yeah.
back, man.
Bye-bye,
You
Islam.
cowards did.
Instead
No,
of-
you
instead of
ran.
pushing
You
Bye-bye,
ran
these
into the
religious
safety.
zealots into power and then running away from them. Don't put them in power in the first place, you fucking moron.
Go back and get your
Yeah,
country.
thanks, Jimmy Carter. Thank you, Jimmy Carter.
Don't come over
Right.
here. Don't come over
Yeah,
here
America,
complaining. Go back to your
well,
country and take it. Do like
They
the
are. They're
Palestinians
doing
are
that
doing.
right now. They're doing that right now. And you're
Okay,
fucking
when that
shit-talking
happens, then
them.
you can talk.
Their
Until then,
internet- their
until
internet
then,
is
you're an
shut
immigrant
down.
refugee.
Their internet is
They're
shut
doing
down,
it
and
on
you
YouTube.
have the audacity to shit talk Iranians. Well, we should be
Iranians
fucking
who
their
run
voices.
like you.
We should be their voices.
Iranians whose parents were pussies and ran up out of there like that. You
Then
anchor
speak
babies
for
like
the
you.
Iranians
Well,
in the
I
country,
I
motherfucker.
could speak on some stuff that would really hurt your feelings, Julian. But you're over here attacking other people personally.
You hurt my feelings, not
Huh?
you.
What?
You
Hey,
can.
Libby,
You
you
couldn't
stand with
say
ICE?
nothing. First of all, you're dumb. Dumb people can't hurt my feelings. You're dumb as fuck. You have done no studies. You're
Says the
just
guy.
up here. Listen.
Says the guy who's having a manic episode and
A
is
manic
having an
episode.
identity crisis. Like that's coming from someone who is literally going through a mental health condition right now.
Oh, okay.
You are?
They got a
You
name for
have
everything.
split. You have
Them
split.
dumb assholes got a
I
name
think
for
that
everything.
Julian has split personality disorder, and I
See,
think
she just made up some new shit.
I think
Hey, Libby.
I think
Libby,
he's
do you stand with
unmedicated.
ICE?
I think you're unmedicated. I think that you have split personality
Of
disorder,
course.
and I think that you need to
Of course
get it
she
checked
does.
out because this whole time that I've been on the panel with
This
you,
is the
you've
type of
switched.
chick that'll accuse you of grape now. This is the type of chick that'll lie and
Okay.
shit, right?
What the fuck is
Stay
wrong
away
with
from this
you?
one.
You're a piece of shit. You'll lie quickly on a man.
This guy just hates a woman,
What
obviously.
the fuck is
You'll lie
wrong
quickly
with
on a
He's
you?
got
man. Huh?
mama
I'm
problem.
sitting
What
up here
the
listening to you lie
actual
right
fuck
now.
is wrong with you, Julian?
You'll
I have
turn
a
white in a
question.
minute.
Why do you
Hey,
why do
Libby,
you
I just
have
have a
to?
question. Do you stand with ICE? Because this is supposed to be about ICE now. Do you stand with ICE, Libby?
Yeah, and then, but you weren't
I
here
do.
during the whole
I
FBO
stand
thing
with
that was
him.
brought up. So,
I
No,
stand.
I
What's
wasn't.
the
But
what's
I was
the
wondering,
lady's
would you
name?
stand with ICE?
Good. The one that got hit in the face. Libby gets hit. Libby gets shot in the face all the time, but not with bullets. Right. Good.
this
Good for good. Ice ain't bullshitting.
did
Listen.
y'all
Yeah.
did y'all
Listen.
hear what he just said? Did anybody catch on to
Yeah, I
that?
said
Libby,
you take
don't,
shots. You take
Libby. Of
shots in the
course I
face all the
did.
This
time.
dude
Don't pay
got
attention,
serious
Libby.
You
issues.
take
Once
shot. You
again,
take shots
he
in the face all the
cannot.
time.
Julian.
No,
He
They're not
cannot
that
debate,
cool, Julian.
Libby.
you have an obsession
Libby.
with sexualizing women. You are
Yeah,
obsessed.
that's
You are
called being a man.
disgusting.
It's called. Listen,
No,
I don't
you're
openly say I
disgusting.
grab vaginas. I don't
You,
openly
you
say
say
that.
worse things. You literally
Uh-huh.
say worse things than
Mhm.
that. You're literally like you were just talking
Uh-huh.
about someone getting a train run on them. You were literally
No, I
calling
asked
the
a
other.
question. I said
You were
how
calling
many.
other indigenous
I
women.
said how many, and you never answered. How many trains you had run on you, Libby? Tell the truth. Tell the truth in front of the world. How many trains been ran on you, Libby?
Let her go. Let her go. Stop it.
What's
Simon, where? Hold on one second.
this man
Simon,
needs
where?
actual
I
help.
agree, Libby. We agree there, love. Simon, where are you from? What brings you up?
I'm from the UK, and I don't know if you actually seen the mobile phone footage up close before the actual running over and the shooting.
Can I ask you? You're in the UK.
Yeah.
Why are you consumed with this story?
Because I feel like it's just it's everything from you guys is coming over here. So all these
Okay, so
videos,
ICE is going to
protests
come
and
to
here.
London? I'm so confused.
No, genuinely, all the protests and stuff coming over here. Everyone's starting to do that kind of shit over here.
Okay.
You guys need to protest. Your country's cooked.
Yeah, I think you.
Yeah, like it
Simon,
is
the problem in your country right now, I think, are the Muslims. No.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not necessarily just the Muslims. It's the illegal immigration being allowed to come into
Very
the
fair.
country.
Yes.
They're not just being allowed; they are being escorted into the country. They are given
That's
free
what was
money,
happening here.
free housing.
Same thing here. Same thing here.
Like it's mental.
You're in your government,
I work for
to
my
be
local
fair.
government. I work for my local government, and we have to set up these properties for them, and we have our own homeless, like veterans and just homeless people in general.
Same thing here, bro.
Yeah, it's
You
a
know,
joke.
You guys
It
need
is an
a
absolute
Trump.
joke.
Unfortunately, you don't have one, and that sucks.
That's the only issue I supported Donald Trump on. Only one issue: immigration. Get him out of here.
Yeah,
Get out of here.
I have said numerous
I
times.
can
Yeah,
respect
let's
that.
start with Julian.
Can't kick me out. I'm foundational. Been here since the beginning.
What a
Been here since the beginning.
Here we go back to him.
We've already kicked that ass. Maybe you don't know Black history, but we've already established the 13th and 14th
I don't think
Amendment.
you know Black history.
Aren't
The
you
13th
Native
and the
American?
14th Amendment was not for
Yes,
immigrants. That was for
absolutely.
Black people.
Say that again.
The 13th and 14th Amendment. Go study it. Go do some research. Matter of fact, the 14th Amendment. The 14th Amendment, for those who haven't been paying attention, is being interpreted without question in the Supreme Court right now. They've allowed Donald Trump to continue to do what he's doing with ICE because his argument is that 14th Amendment was not made for anchor babies. And what I mean by anchor baby is someone who purposely comes into the United States to have a child and use the 14th Amendment to make that child a citizen. El
Now
Chapo
back to
did that.
agreeing with
Are y'all
Julian.
familiar with El Chapo? That's Libby's cousin, right? El Chapo brought his wife here. He brought his wife here to have children so that they could be American citizens. So El Chapo misused the 14th Amendment that was made for Black Americans and had 3 children here in the United States that are citizens. We're ending that shit. Go back to Mexico and build that shit up instead of fucking growing drugs and all type of shit and building tunnels and bringing them into America. Go clean up Mexico. If you love Mexico,
all the illegals, get them out, Libby.
If you love
I
Mexico so
don't stand
much,
for
if you
that.
love being Mexican so much, why is Mexico a shithole? Uh-oh.
I
Fair
respect.
question.
Uh-oh.
Fair
respect-
question.
Because stolen
I
land from
respect-
400 years ago.
I respect Mexicans. Okay.
They're all trying to run to my country.
That's not answering the question, though.
What did you ask? Who?
He said,
Why
"Why
not
is
build
it a
up
shithole?"
America? I mean,
Yeah.
Mexico is right there. Uh-oh.
Okay, both of you are talking at the same time. So one person.
How about this? Whenever we deport all the illegals, maybe you guys could focus on building up Mexico.
Uh-oh.
Andale,
Crickets.
mami.
Who's
Andale.
you guys?
Yeah, that got quiet.
Who's you
Crickets.
guys?
I don't know
Whoever
why
is
you're
getting
They got
deported.
agriculture. Listen, they got
Okay.
agriculture. They choose to be a drug production center. And use those drugs to come into the United States. And I
Drugs.
gave you El Chapo. He brought his wife here to have children using the 14th Amendment. That's why Donald Trump has that in the Supreme Court right now. That's going to define that 14th Amendment was made for Black Americans, not Haitians, not Somalians, not Jamaicans, not all of these fucking poor refugees that ran from failed countries and come into the United States and got something to say. If you ran from Iran because you're scared of the Ayatollah, come over here, be quiet and be safe and shut the fuck up. Or either go back and deal with them.
Yeah, let's
Listen.
dance about Palestine the next fucking decade, though, right, Julian?
Palestine, they're handling their
Let's
business.
yap about Palestine.
They're
right?
they're handling their business.
Palestinians deserve to have freedom.
That's
and
how
nobody
you don't
else,
run.
right?
They're the perfect
Okay.
example of how you don't fucking run from your
And
homeland.
Spanish people of Mexican descent have been living in the area of the U.S. since the U.S. has been founded. They're an integral part of the fucking nation.
And they got it took from them, didn't they?
You're
And they
willing
got it
to-
took from them, right? They got it took, right? Okay.
What the
Either
hell are you
take it
talking
back,
about? They built
either
your
take
fucking
it back or go back
country.
to Mexico and
They
clean it
built your
up.
country. What are you yapping about?
Yeah. But
You
he
built-
thinks
what
he
the
thinks
fuck did
that
you build?
he thinks that
You didn't build shit but a few Taco Bells.
What you
The
talking
fuck
about
did you
me,
build?
boy?
Taco Bell. Taco
Didn't
Bell.
build shit.
And what did you build? A fucking
And what
mosque?
did you build?
The
What
country
did you
that you
build?
You
fled
built a
to.
mosque?
The
Yeah.
country
didn't
that you
flee-
fled to.
I didn't flee to this country.
Oh,
I
your
was
parents
already
did.
here.
Oh, your parents did.
No, my parents are indigenous here.
Oh, you just said you're Mexican. That's called Mexico.
I'm half Mexican and I'm
Okay.
half. Do you understand that Mexicans are also indigenous?
Mexico is down there. The United States
Are
is
you?
up
You're
here.
you're a confused.
Mexico
human
is down
being.
there.
You're not even worth. You're not even worth
Oh,
teaching.
you mean you're from Albuquerque, New Mexico?
You're not even worth teaching. You're not worth teaching, Julian.
You're
But
not
you know
worth
what?
it, Julian.
the fact
Now I-
is, though, the fact is, Julian, is just like you gave me advice on what I should go and learn.
Yeah.
I think that you should go and study
Mhm.
indigenous history.
Oh, sure. I know
and I
geography.
think you
Mexico's right there. Why don't you go there? There's Acapulco.
are you
there's
fucking
Cabo.
kidding me right now?
There's,
You
listen,
you need to go.
there's Tulum.
I'm a-
You have a big country with a lot of money down there. Why are you in the United States?
You're pissing Libby off. She went to go get a screenshot of something.
Oh, Libby.
Our
If I have to
ancestors
say this
been there
the
for
fuck
thousands of
again,
years.
Let Libby talk.
Julian, if I have to say this the fuck again, do
Say
I
what?
have to say this again to you? I am a tribal member. Are you? Are you a tribal member?
Nope.
Then get the fuck out of my country.
Oh fuck
You
yeah.
want to hear that? You want to hear that? Get
Listen.
the
Oh,
fuck
fuck
out of my
yeah.
fucking
Listen.
country.
Libby,
Listen.
it's not your country anymore. We took it over 400 years ago.
See,
It's not your
please,
country
see,
anymore.
please,
It's
see,
our
please,
country.
see,
He's
please,
right
see,
about
please.
that.
See, please. This is between
All
you
right,
and Julian.
hold on one
This
second.
is, you don't.
Hold
I
on.
got some
Wait.
beef with Julian.
Libby,
So allow me to
Libby.
have this one. Allow me to have this one. I need this one because you don't understand how disrespectful he's being to Native Americans. So allow me to have this one and confront
No,
this
he took
motherfucker.
it.
Yeah. So
We
don't
never
say
took nothing
nothing.
from you. The real
Don't
disrespect
say
I can
nothing.
is
explain
taking it.
why. Hey, Libby, I can explain why.
Wait,
it was the
hold on. C,
Europeans
please.
that came
Hold on
here
1 second,
first.
please. C, please. Do you not hear me?
I'm sorry.
Shut the fuck up. Jeez. Megan, where are you from? What brings you up?
I'm from Oregon, and I don't resonate with any of those three options.
Okay, I'll come back to you. Okay. Yo, mans, what's your deal? Why are you up here?
To confront Julian and to answer the prompt.
Oh,
Okay.
here comes a Somali pirate refugee. Come
Finally,
on.
you said it
does
right.
that mean,
Finally, you
idiot?
said it right. It's not Somalian, it's Somali.
Okay.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
Somali? Yeah, get the
You're
fuck out of
mixed
our
with
country, please.
Somali and illegal alien. It's called
Shut the
Yo,
fuck up,
Somali.
mans,
C.
I must ask
Why
you,
would
love.
you say that, you
We're
weirdo?
gonna find you. We're gonna
Wait,
get you
hold
out,
on
and
one
we're gonna
second,
kill you.
Meg. Yo, mans, are you
You're
in
from
Minnesota?
Oregon, and he's brought up a
I'm in
Horrigan.
Washington. I'm Megan's neighbor.
Oh, okay. All right, fair enough. Do you know anybody in Minnesota?
What does that got to do with
I
me?
do, yeah.
Well, oh, you do.
Everything.
I
I
have a
lived-
friend. His name
I
is
lived
Cash
in the
Patel. He may
Midwest,
want to
but not
talk to you.
Minnesota.
Oh, cool. Do you want a cookie, Julian? Julian, would you
Well,
like
that's
a
not
you,
Julian
Megan.
talking. It's not Julian talking.
It's the
but
host.
yeah, it's the host. But my question is, would you be interested in talking to my friend Cash Patel?
Who? Me as a Somali?
Or I guess your friend Megan.
We both willing, yeah.
I mean, I
Okay.
guess.
Yeah, sure.
Do you guys know anybody that owns maybe a daycare or a medical
Sure
facility in
do.
the state of
Sure
Minnesota?
do. And they're all
Oh,
Somali.
fuck yeah.
Sure do.
Oh, fuck
And they're
yeah.
empty.
Okay.
They're just as empty as Libby's head.
This is gonna be great.
Ain't
No,
that
they're as empty as
funny.
your balls.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Period.
But you see the
Why
sexy
do you got
thing,
my
right?
name back in your mouth, Julian? And here's the thing, Julian, if you don't show me proof of the questions that I've asked you, I don't want to hear my name out of your mouth again. Because you're not a valid
No
person
proof,
to me.
Libby.
You're
No
not
proof.
you're not valid to me. You're an invalid human being to me. So don't fucking have my name in your mouth until you're willing to answer my questions with honesty. Thank you, sir.
I think you should go back. I think you should go back to
We
Mexico.
love, as a black woman.
Bitch, if I have to say it again,
We're
Julian,
writing for Libby.
Julian,
No man who
how
has
many times do I have
facts
to
is
tell you?
valid.
How many times do I have to tell you? I'm a tribal
Thank you,
member. I
whatever.
belong here. I belong here with my people. Can you say the same?
You said you're Mexican. Which one
Literally.
is it?
How many times do I have to tell you
She's
that I
indigenous. Where do you
this
think
bitch is-
Mexicans come from, you dumbass?
But here's the funny part. Here's the funny part. He doesn't even know what Coast Salish is. He doesn't understand that Mexicans can also be mixed with other tribes. I am Mexican and I'm also half Coast Salish. Okay.
Of course, this dumbass.
But he doesn't know what the
shit.
fuck that is. He don't even know where that area. He don't even know nothing about it. So
All he
Julian,
knows is how to gangbang. That's it.
Ain't that something?
All
So,
right,
Julian, like I
hold
said,
on.
keep
I
my
want to
name out your
focus
mouth.
on. I
Yikes.
want to focus. I'm intrigued by Megan. Megan, you came up here and
Yes.
said something along the lines of, "You have an issue with my photo."
Mm-hmm.
All right, elaborate.
Well, those 3 prompts, there's not a right answer.
Yes,
Okay.
Megan. He's
Hold
a
on, yo,
rage
man.
baiter.
I don't want to hear from anybody
I know.
but Megan. Yo, mans, you
Sorry.
should know how I run my panel. Megan, my question is can you give me a group that is a bigger failure than the 3 groups that I have up on the screen?
The biggest failure? Not from the 3 prompts. What do you mean?
Megan, are you high as fuck right now?
No, not at all. Thank you.
This is you completely
wish.
sober?
Yes.
Oh, tremendous. Okay, I have 3 groups on the screen. I
Yes.
believe they are the biggest failures. Do you believe that there is another
I'm
group
so
of people?
sorry for you, because that's not true.
Okay, so
That's what I'm
elaborate.
saying.
Elaborate.
Well, the biggest failures of the country is MAGA,
Okay.
Republicans who follow that.
All right, hold on one second. I literally want everybody on mute except for my new friend Megan. Megan,
you.
very simple. Republicans run this country. They have the White House, the House, the Senate, and the Supreme Court. So how are they
That's
failing?
Not true.
Okay, tell me more.
Well, Democrats have taken over many seats in many states.
Oh, fuck yeah. So, Megan, who
Oh.
controls the White House right now? Republican or Democrat?
Donald Trump does.
Okay. Who
He's a
control-
Republican.
Very good. Who controls the House?
Do I get a spanking for that? For being so good?
All right, that escalated quickly.
Well, I'm just asking.
It
You
is
said
TikTok
very
After
good.
Dark, so that
He
works
brought
out
up
good.
a Horrigan, and she's from Oregon. A
Uh,
Horrigan from Oregon.
Okay. So, Megan, who controls
you-
the House, love?
Did I not just answer that?
No, you did
Are you
not.
okay?
No, you said spank me, daddy. That's what.
Yes, that's what
was
you
your
said.
answer.
No, I didn't.
Okay,
I
and
actually did say a
okay, and
Republican.
Okay.
And
who
then I said,
control-
okay,
No, you
and
said
you guys
Republican
did
for
not
the
hear
first
that?
question, but you're
Oh.
too stupid to
nobody
understand the
spanked her
second
because there's not a
No,
man
what are you
here.
guys doing? Leave her go. Megan, are you drunk?
Not at all.
Okay, great.
question.
Who controls
Are you on
this?
pills?
Who controls the Senate?
No, I wish I
Tell this
was with
man
you
to
guys
shut up,
here.
YBD. Can you tell this man to
Who?
shut up?
Who, yo mans?
Julian,
Like,
Julian,
see?
Dave,
Julian
you
can
got an
shut his
opportunity. She's
ass
trying
Like,
to
up.
see,
throw.
please,
She's trying to
Julian,
throw it at you
as
right
you
now,
talk
Dave.
to Megan, how about you tell this man to shut the
One
Okay,
of
fuck
yo
up?
y'all be
man.
quiet.
Julian, you need a
Mm.
Yo
muzzle.
mans, this isn't a daycare in Minnesota. Relax.
Shut up. Shut up.
Okay, like get the fuck out of here. Thank you, CJ.
Get the fuck
Megan.
out of here, you.
All right, who controls the Senate, Megan?
Unfortunately, right now, Republicans.
And who controls Supreme Court?
The Republicans.
All right, so let's
Yeah,
recap.
Republicans
I
are your
said
daddy.
the Republican. Okay, see, please, come on.
Sorry,
Listen,
I'm
see, please, you'll come back up later. These people at least have been up here. You're a rookie, Megan. I said Republicans control everything. That's why they're winning. Your response
But they're
was
not
no.
one of the three groups of your prompt.
Why would they if they're winning?
They're not, though.
Okay, tell
Look
me
at our
more.
country. Look at how bad it's going right now.
All right, tell me something that's going well here in America.
Literally, I can't think of one thing.
Is it a good thing or a bad thing for America that the
Can you
border
tell
is more
me
secure?
one thing that's going
Sure.
good in the country right
Sure,
now?
no problem. Can you just answer me directly? Is it good or bad that the border is more secure under Donald Trump?
It's not, though.
Okay, fair
That's
enough.
not a true.
No problem. I just want good or bad. Is it good or bad for America that the stock market has hit record highs?
It hasn't, though.
Okay, no problem. Is it good or bad for America that murders are down 20% year over year?
They're actually up by 50%.
That's a lie. You're drunk as fuck. Is it
I
good or
wish.
bad? Okay. Is it good or bad for America that we have record investment in our country?
I think it's bad.
Okay, great. Megan, you seem like you're really on top of things. And
Thank
I
you.
appreciate. And Megan, I will. I
Dave,
want
do
to
you know they
offer.
decriminalized drugs
Just
where she
hold
lives?
hold on one second, Megan. I just want to tell you this. As we get closer to midterms and as we turn the calendar to 2028, I hope you follow me, and I want you sitting right next to me every fucking morning, because you do nothing, just like Libby, you do nothing
Okay.
but make my party, the Republican Party, look better and better. So I appreciate.
Mm.
I
You guys are
appreciate it.
literally starting World War III.
Jump in that
Ain't
DM,
that
Megan.
something?
Megan, jump in that DM. He's got a mohawk.
Okay, so
Julian.
wait, hold on one second.
Julian,
To be,
you're a man
wait,
whore.
Julian. To be fair, I shaved it. I was completely bald, so
Wait,
that's
host,
actually
what do you
factually
look
incorrect.
like?
Libby, let's not go down that road, okay?
Why not?
He's too
Um,
drunk to.
Oh, wait, who's drunk?
You, host.
Yes, I'm hammered. That's me.
I know.
Why
I
can't
I
we
can
go
tell.
down that road?
Okay,
Is it
Libby.
Well,
is it a
because
dark
he
is
keeps
it a
telling
dark
me that
scary
I'm
Okay,
road?
wrong.
we're getting way off course.
No, it's
here,
okay.
okay?
Let's shift our focus here on you. Is it a dark scary road down there or something?
Yeah, absolutely. Get the fuck out of here, Libby. Absolutely. Get the fuck out of here, Libby. White boy, what? White boy wasted, exactly. Dave changed his hours for me. Never. What are you talking about? I go live at the same fucking time. Yo, mans. Be honest, yo, mans. Do you know anything that's what's going on in Minnesota? Do you know anybody that is involved in that?
I'm not yo man's.
I understand.
Oh.
I'm well aware. Yo, mans is back in the queue.
You
Jamie,
know
you're
what's so
new.
crazy? You know
Tell
what's so
me.
crazy? That news was like from months and months ago, and it was 240 million they stole. I'm not defending them, but it was a political propaganda to like say, oh, they stole billions. Now let's raid them with ICE, the whole state. Like it was all a tactic, okay? We're like we know this is a chess. This is a chess they're playing in order to get rid of people of color. But you know what? I actually dislike plenty of Somalis, so you guys are lucky.
Okay, so Donald Trump used the number $19 billion, I think, the other day.
Not true. 240 million.
Okay, so do I trust Yo Mans on TikTok or the sitting president of the United States?
How about you actually do the research of how much they stole? Because this story was from a while ago.
Thank you,
They
Levi.
actually they actually
Okay.
like reignited the story like months later, and
Well, to
then
be fair, it
fabricated
got
the numbers.
reignited. It got reignited when that dude Nick Shirley showed up to daycares and medical centers, and nobody
Shut
was there.
up.
No, I'm being 100% sincere. That's exactly how it got kicked back off, or people started talking about it again. That's exactly why the FBI and DHS flooded Minneapolis.
Still, the numbers are fabricated.
Okay, so if I said to you that every single Somalian should get the fuck out of this country, would you agree with that or disagree?
First of all, Somalis.
Oh, yes,
And
correct.
but no, I wouldn't agree with getting every Somali out of here because I'm a hardworking citizen. I'm a nurse. I work hard for my community.
Okay.
I'm a good contribution to this country, so I don't see why we're getting rid of every Somali. Should we get rid of a large portion of Somalis? Yeah, the
Okay.
extremist Muslim ones. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. When Donald Trump says these people come from a shithole country in Somalia and all they do is whine and bitch and moan, do you agree with that statement?
No, I actually think for people that have been through like nearly 4 decades of war, civil war, and didn't have opportunities to economical growth and education, I believe they're doing well for the countries that they're like residing in right now as a diaspora is. They're very good at entrepreneurship. They did the same thing in Shut up, my
Oh,
goodness.
too funny. They're very good at starting up a daycare with 0 kids and fucking raking in millions.
Shh. That's just a small group of Somali people. That's the thing. You like I understand this group are scammers. I understand that what they're doing is not right. But to like put that on every Somali though is not right. I get it. We have to take responsibility. I get it. We have to hold each other accountable. But like to take it out on every Somali though?
How were you born here in America?
No, I was 16 when I came here.
Can I tell you something? And this is, and I mean this sincerely.
Mm.
That whenever we have done the research, it bluntly says that 50% of Somalis are a product of incest. That's number one. And number two, they say that 99% of the females there have had FGM done. All right. And I have had well over a dozen chicks from Somali here.
It's not chicks,
And
it's women.
okay, the odds of none of them being a product of incest and not having FGM done is literally 1 in like 47.3 quadrillion. What are the odds of that?
Okay, so these are issues that are being addressed. If you go to my page, you will see like I talk about FGM. I advocate against gender violence. But here's the thing though. Like I'm I'm one of the people that is being considered like a traitor in my community because I openly talk about these things. And because I openly talk about these things, people like you actually like or people that have the same
Stop,
thing.
yo mans. Who's somebody? I don't know who the hell this is. Host is thinking FGM is funny. Where was I? What was I saying that was funny? Okay, and yes, to be clear, Yo Mans is probably the best one out of the couple dozen Somalis that we've had up here. So I agree there. But for somebody to say, I don't know who that, where'd the fuck that comment go? somebody with 45 followers. Get the fuck out of here. All right, yo, man. So I did not know this.
Listen,
I
you're right.
what? Go
You're
ahead.
right. I've had FGM as a 7-year-old. Like, my community is very backwards. Like the way they function with religion is very backwards. They think in medieval terms, and but like what happens when you give these people opportunity? What happens when you give people access to education is actually you see a shift in views. You see a shift in how they interact with society, how they integrate into society. I was 16 years old when I was brought here. I was 7 years
Mm-hmm.
old when I immigrated from Somalia to Kenya. I was in Kenya from age 7 to 16. That's where I had the pleasure of actually like learning and having access to education. But the like only 20% of Somalis actually go to middle school. That's like
Can I?
only
No, go
20%
ahead.
of Somalis back home go to middle school. And I fight against these things by encouraging education. I fight about it by encouraging to talk about it and raising awareness, because one of the things that Somalis respond to is shame. So when people like you talk about like, oh, this community is ridden with FGM, it's ridden with scams, it's ridden with this, they actually will go back and reflect and know that their actions have consequences, and those actions UK, it's impacting them. Like I talked to a Somali girl from UK last night, and she's saying, "Bro, I live all the way in UK. Why am I being called a scammer because of a Somalis in Minnesota?"
And I agree with that. But Mike, the question that came to my mind as you were talking is you're saying, look, Dave, I'm not a bad person. I speak out on the issues in my home country, but there have been people that have been willing to speak out about issues in that country. And what happens is the other people from that same country flip the fuck out. Why is that? Why
Jordan,
is it that people will flip out on you for talking about real issues inside your country? I don't get that.
listen, I've been made fun of getting triggered on this app and crying a couple of times, and I'm not even gonna front. I did because of how people talk about FGM, and now it's not that. I did not respond to that. I did not respond like that only to Somalis. I've also responded like that to people that I like are westernized and born here, that should be more like that should be more I don't know, aware of the harm that this is. Like, and they are. Like, when plenty of people, when I talk to Westerners and I told them what has happened to me as a child and what continues to happen to Somali girls as children, most of them, their jaws drop. But like, there is a certain depraved people that actually like try to trigger me with that, and plenty of Somalis will like take the accountability from the perpetrators and put it on me as the victim. So what I would hear all the time is blame from people like Nura. People like Nura thinks that I'm the reason Somalis are associated with FGM, but I'm not. Somalis are associated with FGM because they're the number one practicing country in the world, in the entire globe, of FGM. 99.8%.
But why? See, that's what I don't get. And everything you're saying, I agree with what you're saying. What I don't get is why is it that the other people from your home country, why aren't they talking about it? Why aren't they making it more known so it helps the people in your homeland? That's what I don't understand. And they get so angry. I have never seen you and Nora interact, but I've seen Nora flip out. I've seen
She does
a
flip
few,
out.
and they go crazy. Why not? I'm not saying embrace it. It's a sensitive subject. Why not make draw awareness to the problems in your country to make it better? I just will never understand why they react the exact opposite way that you are.
Like, you see this comment Yahya saying you're going around bitching about the same thing every day. Like, that's how they think when you're raised in trauma. And also, like, Dave, like, I was I was 20, like in my early 20s. I was either 19 or like 20 when I was either 20, 20, 21, like somewhere around there. For me to actually like confront what happened to me and see it as wrong, because I was brainwashed to think that this was normal. It took me to talk to people outside of my community to realize that shit is abusive. And I remember one of the questions that came up in nursing school, and I remember this question actually was one of the questions that kind of made me realize that I didn't understand the gravity of the violence that happened to me as a child. And this question it was like a select all that apply question. And it said which ones apply as a sexual violence. And FGM was included in there. And I actually did not select as FGM as a sexual violence because I did not understand the gravity of what has happened to me as a child. I just know I got pulled out of bed and was told that there's a woman ready to cut me at 7 years old to purify me. And this was being done to me in the name of a religion. And so when they are coming to you in a defensive manner, it's because they're also protecting this religion that does give consent to this practice.
What?
And they're very Arabized people. And so when you they see themselves as one of the most religious people, and that's why you would see them associate themselves with Palestinians and Arabs more than Africans, because they're very, very brainwashed to think that they're basically
Wait one
like
second.
this. Shut up, Yahya, you just came up.
No,
Let
I'm
me
Wait,
just
do you
finish my
know?
asking.
Do you
sentence.
know that? Do you know this one?
No, I don't. I just know he's a
Okay, yeah.
freaking
Wait,
wanna
why are
respect
you
that.
coming
failed
up
Somali.
and interrupting her?
No, I'm not. I just want to address something.
No, shut the fuck up until she's done talking.
Okay, relax, bro.
Go, Yeomans.
And so what happens is you have a community that thinks that they're 100% Muslim, and that thinks that because they're 100% Muslim, they have to think in a collective mindset. So me speaking about this, they see it as shame. And I told you, reputation is one of the biggest things that Somalis respond to. Reputation is one of the biggest things that Somalis have been brainwashed to think that it's key to have reputation. And so they think people openly talking about the sexual violence they're conducting on their little girls, and the child rape they're doing to their little girls is now being openly discussed by the world. And so for the first time, Somalis are openly being shamed, and they don't like that. Somalis don't like shame. They want to be in their little cocoon and tell you that everything is perfect.
Can I ask what percentage of people from your homeland are open and talk about it and admit that there are issues within the country?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm seeing a rise in people that talk like me
Well,
and
that's a good
acknowledge
thing.
these things. Yeah,
That's
and
so.
there's a
What
shift of
percent? Give me a
Somalis from
percentage. What it
religion.
is? What is it now?
I would
10%,
say
50%?
I would say a lot of the Somali diasporas, and like a large number of the westernized Somalis are now leaving religion, and that shift is also coming with people thinking in a more open-minded way and openly discussing things and openly wanting our community to take accountability. Because the first thing that you do if you want a solution is to take accountability and say, hey, there is something wrong here. I am cutting over 98% of my girls' genitals. There is something here. Let me actually reflect. And so we're seeing a shift in a lot of westernized Somalis are shifting to become more Christians, atheists, questioning religion, questioning harmful cultural practices, even if they're Muslim. And so I am seeing a little small shift. It's happening slowly, but it is happening.
Good on you, Yeomans. Yeah. Why'd you come up?
Yeah, I just wanna how to prove to me like this practice have nothing to do with Islam, because as far as I know, this is cultural, not Islamic.
That's up to Yeomans.
You would have to, Yahya, you would have to argue if you go to my
Yeah, I know all your sources. I can refute it.
I didn't even bring you sources. I'm
I
bringing you
know
the
all your
people.
arguments.
Oh my God, Yahya, hold on. Like, relax. We're having a talk. Nobody is in a rush. You will get your time to talk. Let's chill. There is there is a large community or large portion of Muslim community that thinks this is halal, yes or no, or this thinks that this is sunnah or wajib, yes or no.
Yeah, I think Imam Safi hold a position like it is obligatory, but he's wrong. Like all the three madhab disagree because even the Prophet himself, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, have a daughter he never circumcised it. It is not required, but some people do it in Islam, but it's not requirement. Meaning you don't have to do it if you want.
Oh, it's not a requirement, so you can do it if you
Okay.
want.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you think?
Okay, hold
Okay.
on.
The
You
same. Okay.
mentioned
The same.
Shafi'i. Yahya, hold on.
Okay.
Like,
Go ahead.
hold on. You mentioned Shafi'i. Shafi'i is one of the school of thoughts in Islam. So, Dave, Islam comes in a different school of thoughts. And all of this school of thoughts either tell you FGM is a requirement, obligatory, or it's sunnah, mean it's preferred, or you can do it, or if you want to, you can do it. And so the school of thought that Somalia follows is Shafi'i. The school of thought that Indonesia follows is Shafi'i. Over 40% of Indonesian girls are also cut. So if you're telling me this school of thought, what they hold is false, then you have to tell millions of people that, not me as a victim.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know like the biggest Safi like council is in Egypt? They actually speak about against FGM. They said it is harmful and Muslims should stop doing it. If you want, I can show you the receipt.
Yeah, and that's why Egypt has a lower number than Somalia. Egypt is
Okay,
86.
because the reason why.
Hold
Let
on,
me
you
respond.
you asked me a question. Can I please elaborate?
Okay, go
Egypt is
ahead.
practicing over 80% FGM still. Even if it has all those resources and access for women, it still does over 80% cutting.
Yeah,
That's what the
my
data is showing.
80% in Egypt? I didn't think it was that high there.
86% YBG, 86%.
Okay,
That's
let me
crazy.
check now. How many?
So,
Um,
go ahead, Yovan.
Egypt is where it comes from. YBD. Egypt is Dave. Where this is where it comes from. The origin of
I didn't know that.
FGM. The origin of FGM is Egypt. Okay,
Yeah,
I never
yeah.
associate the origin of FGM with Islam. FGM was there before Islam, but the thing is, because this practice was there before Islam, this religion either adopted it as obligatory or something that is good to do.
No,
You know?
no.
Yes.
Imam Safi, he's the only one who hold the position like it is obligatory. All the three ulama,
Hanbali
they
doesn't
said.
say Hanbali doesn't
Let
say
me
it's sunnah.
finish. Okay, let me
Hanbali doesn't
finish.
say it's sunnah.
It said it's not required. Meaning, if you want, okay, it is like this. Your choice, your body, your choice. If you want to do it, go ahead, do it. But it is not like Islam said, yeah, you have to do it.
Dave, do you see
Prophet,
how
let me
nonchalant
finish.
he is? How nonchalant he
Okay.
is when he
But
talks
they
about
Okay, do you know the
cutting
meaning
little
of
girls.
everybody is, yo man.
Do you-
That's the problem. It's
Do you see
very
how
do you-
rare,
nonchalant
and
he is?
I'm yo man.
Like he's
I'm
literally
telling
talking
you.
about robbing a little child of her freaking child rights, and
Okay,
he's
wait 1
saying,
second.
"Oh,
Thank
you
you,
can
Luna.
do it if you want or not. You can do it if you want or not.
Okay,
You
do you
can
know
do
the
it if you
meaning
want
of
or not.
Sunnah? Okay, wait 1
Yeah,
second.
you can do it if you want
Do
or
you
not.
know
It
the
just
meaning of
depends on
Sunnah?
you. You can mutilate your child. Yeah, it depends on
No.
you. It depends on how you feel that day. Yeah,
Okay, I'm
yeah,
just gonna ask you. Do you know
yeah.
the meaning of Sunnah?
Sunnah, yeah, I know.
Okay,
I know what
does the
sunnah
did
is.
the prophet? Okay, I'm gonna ask you. Did the prophet circumcise his daughter Fatima?
I don't care what the prophet did.
Oh,
I'm
so
telling
now you
you.
don't care about
I'm
my
telling
religion.
you. Hold on, hold on. I'm
This is so
telling
funny,
you.
man.
I'm telling you what we actively practice. I don't want to hear about a man from 1400 years ago. That does not apply to me. I want you to talk about what we're actively practicing as human beings. Okay?
Yeah, the
Yahya, hold on.
biggest.
Yahya, hold on. Yahya, hold on. So I want the audience to know every school of thought that I bring from Islam, whether it's Shafi'i, whether it's Hanbali, whether the different school of thoughts in the in Islam, in the Sunnah, specifically the Sunni Islam, they all say it's either obligatory or if you want it, you can do it. Just chill about it, like Yahya. If you want it, you can mutilate your child. If you want it, you can rob her of of her child rights. If you want it, you can rob her of her human rights. It just depends on you, though.
Yeah, my argument is like this. The prophet didn't teach us. The prophet didn't say, "Oh, go and do it." The scholars what they did, they said, since the prophet didn't speak on it, so if you do it, then there's no issue. If you don't do it, then there's no issue. The Islam is in the middle ground. you're gonna say Islam is the one
So
teaching this,
you're saying
because this.
Islam
Let
has
me
no
finish.
issue. Let me
Let
clarify.
me
Let me
finish,
clarify.
man.
Let
Just
me
let me finish.
clarify. Let me clarify.
Can I
You're
finish?
saying Islam has no issue whether you do it or
Okay.
not.
Okay. Even okay. The Prophet actually
Yahya,
forbid.
I
Like,
need a clarification. Did you say Islam does not care whether you do it or not?
okay. If some madhab
Yahya,
said, let
I
me
need a
finish.
Just
Let me
answer it
finish.
clarification.
directly. Answer
Just answer
directly.
directly. Did you say it's okay if you do it and it's okay if you don't do it?
As long as it's not harmful, then yes.
Oh wow, okay.
If there is any harms, then it is impermissible. The Prophet forbade us from harming children. He said, don't cause harm or return harm. The scholars, they hold the position like, since the Prophet didn't speak on FGM, if you do it, as long as it's not harmful, then there's no
Wait, do
issue.
you think it is
But
harmful? Or just yes or no?
I think it is harmful. That is why the biggest
Okay.
jurors of,
All
let me
right.
finish.
So
The
no.
Safi
I just
madhab,
wanted a yes or no.
okay,
Let me hear from Luna, and then we'll get back to you. Luna, how are you, love?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm tremendous. How are you?
Good. I'm just so happy to come and say hi because I think you've been opening really late, so it's nice talking to you. Can I just interject in this very quick? I,
Yes.
so in Islam is haram to do that. And I am so sorry that they're doing this to you and girls, and it's awful. Like I've heard it on this app. I had never heard about this before, and I'm a Muslim. I grew up a Muslim. I lived in Arab countries and Khaliji countries. I lived in Iran. Like nowhere has this ever happened, and it is haram. So I don't know if this is culturally for you in Africa. If I just don't understand, and I
Luna,
applaud you
this
for fighting this and speaking out on it. But to
Luna,
be,
Indonesia is doing it.
yeah, I think it's a cultural thing. I'm sorry. I mean I've
But
never.
like Luna, the thing is, they associate majority Sunni Muslims actually
I know.
promote this.
Listen,
okay,
there's
can
a
you show
lot
me?
of disgusting
I mean,
things
did you
are
just hear
happening.
Luna? Did you
No,
hear
no,
what
no. You
Yahya
have
just
to
said?
accept this. Yeah,
No, okay,
whoever
my
you are.
argument was, okay, let
Listen,
me finish.
but can I finish?
Okay, go ahead.
The thing is, Muslims, people in general, I see when the religion is present, what they do their disgusting behavior in the name of Islam. And a lot of people, a lot of ethnicities, what they do, they embed their culture also into Islam. That's why you don't see nationwide Islamic practice. Do you see what I'm saying?
And I do. That's why I said, Luna, even the origin of FGM is Egypt. That's why I said the origin of FGM was cultural. It was never associated with a spiritual practice. When it was associated with a spiritual practice or with a religion, is when people like Shafi'i school of thought said that it's wajib, it's obligatory that you cut little girls. And then there's also, as I almost spoke Somali, there's also like a Hanbali that says, just like Yahya, it's not obligatory, but it's also not forbidden. So it has no it tells you in between. You can do it if you want.
No, okay, wait one
Hold
second.
on, hold
Let
on, let
me.
me speak.
You're
Yahya,
lying
please.
about me.
Hold on.
You're
You're
lying
not
Yahya,
going to
about me.
interrupt her. Stop
Yahya,
it,
please.
bro. Go, Yoni.
Um and so depending on the school of thought that we're talking about in Islam, this is either obligatory or it's basically preferred that you do it. It's sunnah. Sunnah is anything that the prophet did or that the
Listen.
huh.
No, no,
Because
not
that's the
in
thing.
the
That's
Sunnah.
what they. But Luna, though, when they associate it with these things, is it my? Is it a me? This is where you guys are having the issue.
Wait,
When these
Luna, do you
people,
disagree with what she's saying?
No, no. I agree with
Oh,
whoever
okay.
the
I'm so
group of
sorry.
people
Okay.
is, the
Yeah,
so
FGM,
so
whoever,
when
whatever
people,
that is.
Dave,
What is
the
let me
FGM?
respond. Let me respond. In
Yahya,
Islam,
hold
you go
on,
by.
I'm not
Okay.
Yeah,
done.
yeah. Can you please, what is FGM?
Female genital mutilation.
Yeah, like there's
Oh
different
my
types.
god.
Let me explain. There's different type
Yahya,
of
hold on
preference.
before we get to the types. Let me land,
But like
please.
she's asking
Let
me.
me land before we get
No,
to the
no, no.
Okay,
types.
go
Nobody's
ahead.
asking you. Let her listen. I could drop you at any point. I don't give two fucks what you're saying. Go, Yeomans.
FGM, no matter the type, is harmful. We're talking about opening little girls' genitals and messing with it. That is predatory. That is pedophilia. That is never okay. But Dave, here is the disconnect between me and the moderate Somalis, right? I mean, the moderate Muslims. Or Muslims like Luna that are Shia out of the Sunni way of thinking. This is the disconnect between me and them. What I'm telling them is, me as a victim, you don't come up to me and tell me, no, 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 no. This is a group of people that are doing bad things in the name of religion. I know that. It was done to me in the name of religion. My dad came up to me and told me this is what Allah wanted. And this is what they wanted out of me in Islam. And so you don't come to me with this as an issue to silence me. You go to the Muslims that are promoting this in the name of Islam, like Yahya. Hold on, Luna, let me just land.
Don't lie about me.
We address. Hold on, let me land. We address the Muslims that think like Yahya, that say, oh, whether you want it or not, you can violate your child. So we need to address people like him, not me, the victim.
Okay,
Okay,
so
I never said.
yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I never said like you're supposed to do it. I said I'm giving you the position of Imam Safi and other scholars, how they understood it. Since there's no law in Islam actually prohibiting it, they said, oh, maybe if you do it, as long as it's not harmful, then it is okay. Even later scholars, they actually argue against what Imam Safi said being
So
obligatory.
what FGM is
Let
not
me
harmful?
finish. Okay,
What
notice how
FGM
she's
is not
interrupting me.
harmful?
Okay, notice how she's interrupting me.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
later
I'll be
scholars.
honest. Let me explain. If I'm Yeomans and I'm
Because
sitting
you're saying
there,
something triggering.
right?
Yeah, I'm not
Exactly.
saying
And
that.
she
Okay.
has gone through it, and for you to sit there and spew
Yeah, I think it
whatever
is bad. I
bullshit
think
you're
it is bad.
saying, I think it is difficult to stay on mute.
Yeah, I think it is bad. No one should do it. Even like the biggest jurisprudence, which is in Egypt, they actually prohibit. They say it is haram. You're not supposed to do it anymore. It is harmful. They do research because the Islam prohibit causing harm. They say
But
it is
what you're
harmful. So you're
saying,
not supposed
yeah,
to do it.
can I once again? You're going down and stating random shit. Do you agree that 98% or whatever the percent is of females in Somalia has had it done? Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I know, but like I think it is harmful. They should not do it because even like we have modern scholars explaining. They said Imam Safi was wrong. He have limited knowledge. He quote
So
weak
why
hadith.
not start a movement to draw awareness to different areas
They
throughout the
already did
world?
that. They already did that in Egypt. This is the biggest jurisprudence in
But she
Egypt. They
just
said,
said 86% are still getting done in Egypt, correct? I think that's what Yo Man said.
Yeah, it's one
yeah,
of
you
the
have to
highest
prove that.
practicing countries in Africa.
Yeah, but like the biggest jurist, which is the most authoritative, Imam Safi scholar, Imam Safi jurisprudence, they say female circumcision is prohibited.
Who's saying this?
Where is this quoted? Where's this
Okay,
from?
yeah. When the case of female circumcision increased, therefore causing great harm to women
No,
health.
where is this from? Where are you pulling this from?
This is from Egypt in 1996.
Who in Egypt? Give us like
The
details.
Minister of
So
Health. The Minister of Health.
is saying it's prohibited.
Yeah, the biggest
Did they
jurist
make
of
it illegal?
Meaning prohibit. Do you know what is prohibited?
So it's
Where
you're
did you
telling
pull
me
that from?
Yeah, I'm gonna show you. I took screenshot. Here is the website. Egypt. Darul Arf. You can search up the website. darul.org. It said female genital mutilation Egypt. They speak about it and they said it is prohibited. You are
So
not
you're
supposed to do
saying,
it.
wait, just hold on one second. Once again, I'm clueless. I'm ignorant on a lot of things. I'm a moron. You're saying it's prohibited in Egypt, and Yo Man's is saying 86% of females there are having it done.
Yeah, but like you have to show me like where
There's no
they
yeah,
say like
but.
yeah, I know it is happening, but I think the jurists prohibited. They said it is not. You are not supposed to do it. But this is another scholar. He speak on FGM. He said there's no evidence of this practice was widespread among the pious proceeders, the Salaf. Meaning, these are the three 300 years after the Prophet, meaning he's saying this practice was not done after 300 years after the Prophet. Moreover, the practice has never been prevalent in this region where Islam originated. So this practice was not in the region where Islam originated, meaning Mecca and Medina and the surrounding area of Arabia. This is extremely rare. If female circumcision had truly been endorsed by Islamic law, it will be certainly have been practiced
Okay. Enough.
and prosecuted
Luna,
in those.
Luna,
Okay,
give me your thoughts.
I don't believe that is Islam, like that's acceptable in Islam. What I see, that's the thing about the confusion here with the whole Islam. A lot of scholars, what they do, come up with these laws and rules that was part of their culture, embed it into a religion to force it on people. Do you see what I'm saying? And honestly, again, I applaud you for what you're doing. Keep talking about it. But I highly, highly encourage you to do your research before you try to, find support and more people to join with your idea or with your, this whole disgusting thing that's happening to the girls.
Wait,
But
what are you
what I want
saying?
to
What is your advice to me is what? Do my
to
research?
her
Oh,
to her because she doesn't understand. I think she doesn't know a lot about this, like with the Islam. Like I would take this to my advantage by reaching out to Muslims, Islam group
That
of people
Luna,
that
do you
don't
do
agree
what
with this.
yeah.
Luna? So what?
Listen,
okay. Oh,
Luna. So what you're saying is, Dave, hold on, please. Luna.
go,
So what
Yuma.
you're saying is, I should do more research, because there is Muslims that practice FGM, basically.
no,
I
I'm
should do more.
saying they do. I'm saying they do.
What
But
should I
I'm
do more
saying,
research on?
okay, I'm saying, you're saying it's required in Islam, like you can do that, it's acceptable, but it is not acceptable.
Well, not the Islam that you practice, maybe, Luna, but I can show you in Hanbali, in Shafi'i, in this school of thoughts, it's saying it's either obligatory. How have I not done my research if I'm giving you actual school of thoughts and what they say about this?
Okay, that's what
Okay.
I'm saying. That what I'm telling you, this is something that was embedded, that was in your
And again, I'm gonna
culture.
go
It's
back to don't
culture.
blame the victim, Luna. I'm gonna go back to don't blame the victim.
Honey,
You
I'm
blame the
not victim.
perpetrators.
No,
Okay. Yeah.
no.
Okay. I want to say something.
That's not, no, hold on, sir.
Okay.
That is
Go,
not
Luna. You first.
happening. I am not victim playing. Okay, don't do that. That is very manipulative. What you're trying to do right now. I'm
It's
trying
not
to
though.
explain to
It's
you.
not
No,
though.
don't do
You
that to
telling
me.
me, oh, she needs to do more research. Oh,
No,
she needs to do more of that. You didn't even
again.
fucking know what FGM stands for.
Listen, you don't.
You
I
didn't even know what
understand
FGM
this is
No,
stands
what
for.
relax,
No,
man.
I don't
Don't
want.
let us stop
I don't
person.
want this to turn into a fight between you two. But Luna,
Okay.
whenever.
Arthur, stop.
Wait.
Okay.
Don't worry about that. Just very bluntly, if somebody said to you that 98% of the females in Somalia are getting this done, do you agree or disagree with that, Luna?
Oh, I would never, tell her no, because I'm not Somali, she is. And she knows better what her people are going through. What I'm trying to tell her is that it's kind of dangerous to say, to me, it's not okay to say all Muslims do that or that is in their practice. That's what Muslims do. Because
Well, I
that's
think
Wait,
it's
not
a
did I
true.
given
not?
that
I
there's a
didn't
lot
say
of
that, Dave. I
go
didn't say.
you.
When did I say that, Dave? When did
I
I say
understand.
all Muslims do it?
Not
I
all,
understand.
but you said that's what in Islam is acceptable. It is
That,
not.
Luna, it's
but
kind of
that's the
like when
Islam I grew up in,
I
Luna.
understand and I believe you, girl. Oh my God. Calm down. I believe you. I
Did I
believe you.
not
And I'm
separate you from
saying,
this? I said you are Shia. You are out of this.
listen,
I separated
listen.
you from this,
Even
Luna. So I don't
Sunnis
know
Yeah.
what
don't
more
Yeah.
you
do
I'm
want me
that.
to
actually
do.
Sunni. You
How
are
did
the
Even
I not
Prophet
do
Muhammad.
my
Sunnis don't do
research,
that.
Luna? How
Honey,
did I,
listen,
Luna? Because
if you start
victim
I
blaming
talking,
think you
is one
guys
of
are
my
just
triggers.
misconnecting right
Victim
I
now.
blaming
think
is one of
she
my
is,
triggers.
she's
That's
not
why I'm yelling. Victim
Yo,
blaming
man,
is one
just
of
She's
hear
my
me
not
out for a
triggers.
talking to
second,
me.
please. Yo,
Victim
man,
blaming
just
is one of my triggers.
I
Go
understand.
talk
Yo,
to
man,
Muslims who are practicing this.
can you just
Can
hear
I,
me out for a second? Luna has multiple has before kind of said to me, like, Dave, make sure you say it's not all Muslims that are committing terrorist attacks. And I had a
She wants
one-on-one
me to pander to
conversation.
her feelings. I'm not gonna
Just hold
pander
on
to her
one second,
feelings.
you mans, please. And I explained to Luna, one of my newest, closest business partners in the last probably 14, 15, 16 months is a Muslim. Not all Muslims are terrorists, but most terrorist attacks are done by Muslims. And I think Luna is saying she's not discount or saying that you're lying or anything like that. Just a disclaimer or to point out that it's not all Muslims that are forcing this or getting it done. I think that's what Luna's main message is.
But if I'm
And
emphasizing, Dave, if I have emphasized how the different school of thoughts even view it, am I not being diverse in how I talk about how different Muslims view this?
right.
I wasn't here.
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry if you were talking about it.
Thank
But
I
you.
Luna,
want to
was
tell
that
you
your
something.
overall point, Luna? Just to
Yes.
be clear.
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure and
Yeah, because we spoke about this, or you know what I'm trying to say. But what I'm trying to say to her, reach out to those scholars that are not agreeing with this and have them interfere. Like, reach out to people. Don't give up.
I agree.
What?
I agree with you on that.
Just keep going. Like, don't stop, and don't and second
Yeah,
of all,
okay.
this app is not going to do anything for you. I can tell you 100%, but I can
Believe
even
me, it's
connect
doing a lot
you.
for me. Believe me, it has validated how I felt, and I have been invalidated. I'm telling you, I've come into the recognition that what has been done to me was a sexual violence when I was 21, 20 years old, around that age. I didn't even
And that's
realize.
horrific.
I didn't even
Okay.
realize, Luna. It took me 20 years to realize. It took me over 13 years to realize what happened to me was a sexual violence.
Yeah. No, I really applaud you for doing that, being having the courage to come out and say, hey, this is not okay. It needs to stop. Reach out to Arab countries, reach out to Emirates, reach out to Kuwait, reach out to Bahrain, reach out to those scholars, write an email, just keep fighting it. And say, listen, because those are rich countries. Those scholars will raise money to support you, to fund, your cause. Do you see what I'm saying?
Luna, I'm not here to reach out to Arab nations and their leaders.
Yes,
Arab
because
nations and their leaders have not done anything for me,
but they
but
don't.
actually embed Wahhabism into my country.
No. They don't agree with that. It's haram. I'm telling you. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. It is haram. It's a huge no-no in
Luna.
Arab Muslim
Hey, Luna,
countries.
sorry, I've heard you yap for so long, and this is so disrespectful to this young woman. Can I ask you where it's haram? Can you show
Yeah,
me in the
bro.
Quran, Hadith, and Tafsir? Can you show me where it's haram to do that?
Oh, yeah,
I
right here.
will call.
Because you've got Tafsir. Hold on, I don't care about this idiot. If
Okay.
these two are so hell bent on simping for Islam that they're denying that there's multiple countries that practice this based on Tafsir. It is so disgusting that you expect her to run around to the United Emirates, who have sold their
Okay.
soul for oil and prostitution anyway. You're all on some moral high ground. You should be fucking ashamed of yourself.
Golden,
Yeah, but
hold on one
defending-
second. Golden, have you heard Luna talk before?
No, but she's literally the dumbest woman alive. First of all, you don't even wear a hijab.
Okay.
It's so embarrassing. You sit there and you're it's a... Sorry, Dave.
I think Luna, if she was here for the whole conversation, she would not have come up and said the things that she did, or it wouldn't have come out the way. Luna is not one of Luna's one of the good ones.
Yeah, but
Okay, so
I'm going to be really
Can
honest.
I say something out of respect?
Hold on,
though,
just wait a
for
sec.
Luna?
I just
Go
want to
ahead,
say
Golden.
something.
Can I speak one
I want to say
second?
something.
wait, hold
about,
on. Yeah, I'm just going to get rid of you. Okay, I've had enough of you. RK, go ahead, sir.
Just a quick thing, the comment that Luna made to your mans, you should do more research about her story. It's kind of crazy, Luna, when you literally, when you came out 2 minutes ago, you did not know what FGM is. So please don't say things like that to a victim that suffered this horrendous ways. Well, you literally came up and said, I don't know what FGM is. That's crazy. It's like saying to a grape victim,
No,
you should wear more
when I
clothes
said
next
do
time so
your
don't get
research,
graped.
I was interrupted.
Luna, that's just crazy
Yeah.
thing to say.
Okay, just let her respond.
Go ahead, sorry.
When I said do your research, I meant to not about her what they're doing, about what is acceptable and what is not in Islam. Because when you do understand the core value of Islam and debate that and go use that against whatever this whatever FGM, whatever that is,
You
I
don't even
can't
know what
even
it
say it.
is. But you're telling us it's against
I
Islam.
don't even want to say it. Be quiet for a second.
No. Because hold on, you're a
So
Shia, right?
No,
Hold on, you're a Shia.
Golden,
Are
let
can
you?
you
me
just let her
finish.
respond, please?
So to understand the religion again, because she's Muslim, the country is Islamic, right? They believe in Islam. Use that understanding that is not acceptable in Islam. Use that against them, the people who are doing this to little girls. Like it's kind of like they're using
Ask you
Islam.
something real quick. That Muslim that was just here on the panel, did he condemn any of these Muslims that practice this disgusting
He said
tradition?
he didn't agree with it, but
Oh,
I
he just didn't
condemn it.
agree with it, but I
Fuck
did not hear
no.
the word condemn. Did he condemn, yes or no? That's what I want to know, because none of your Muslims condemn your own people for doing this
Oh,
shit.
100% they should.
Do you
Absolutely.
condemn them,
That
yes or
is
no?
disgusting. It is
Luna, can you
freaking
say out of your mouth, I condemn them? Can you say that?
Absolutely. I condemn them. Are
No,
you
thank you.
serious?
Okay. Thank you.
Like
Then
you
why
think
all these Muslims that were here say, oh, I disagree or I agree or trying to sugarcoat it, like doing
No,
takia?
no. Arcade. Okay, so this is part of their culture, right? When Islam took over their people, what they did, they embedded that culture into the religion. So that's what they did. And what I'm trying to say, do your research when it comes to Islam and what's acceptable and use that against them. Like you're committing a sin. This is not okay in Islam. This is disgusting and you need to stop that because if
Why
majority
majority of Muslim countries
Luna,
practice
but
this
you
shit?
need to do that. You don't put that label on me as a victim. You don't put that label because you're
so
putting a
when I
lot
was
of
saying
labor on
because
me.
you got
Luna,
listen,
hold on. Luna, hold on. There's multiple things that we need to address here. First of all, it was how one of the things that and Luna, I'm not saying that you're doing this on purpose. I'm not saying, we're just coming from a different perspectives, and I respect that, Luna. I want to give you grace as much as I can, even if I'm triggered. But one of the things that trigger me is when people kind of like go around the circle and try to put the blame on that 7-year-old that was being mutilated. That is a trigger for me.
that is
And
disgusting. I would never do that to you, honey.
thank
Like
you.
I would
That's what
I
this
I
Muslim did.
admire
This
your
this this is what
courage.
the Muslim
ho-
did. This
are
Yahweh God. That's what exactly did. He shifted the blame to the victim. That's what they do. Go
but
ahead,
But I
Luna.
but
think
Sorry.
even Luna, subconsciously you did that when you tell me to do more research, even when I'm
Yeah,
presenting
Well,
different
you
exactly.
school of
jumped on
thoughts.
my
Hold
Exactly.
on,
throat.
let me
You
just
didn't let me
land. Let
finish.
me just land. Let me just land. Even when I'm presenting a diverse school of thoughts in Islam, you're still telling me to do more research. That is a form of gaslighting, and it does something to me, Luna. It does something to me on the inside
Sorry, it
because
does. I
because
would
you are
never.
invalidating what I'm saying. You're invalidating the level of education that I have.
I just
Oh,
want to
Luna,
say,
I
honey, I
just
would
hold on.
never
I'm
do
sorry,
that to
Golden.
you.
Luna, my criticism is once again, I defended you and said, look, this is how Luna's approach, because it was the approach you took with me. But you did come up here and ask what FGM was. And I was
Yeah,
stunned that
I
you asked
almost
that
was.
question. Oh, stop.
Yeah,
Hold
because
on, Golden. I was stunned that you asked that question.
yeah, because listen, I'd never heard of this before until I got on this app and heard what they doing that what they're doing to small girls, like young girls, like it's disgusting. I've never heard that. But what I was trying to say, which she interrupted me because she thought I'm attacking her, tell her like to do her research in that subject, like. But I'm talking about Islam to use that against them
But Luna, you
instead
don't
of
understand. It
I
sounds
get your point
contradictory.
now. I
You
get
do
your point.
send. Go ahead, sir.
take that route. You know what I mean?
I get
Because
use their books against them. I get your point, and
exactly.
I get your point now. And also, like, I think another thing is when a lot of like because what happened to me was a sexual violence as a child. But like when people say that I have to do this labor and email this person and email that person, that is also putting a lot of labor on the victim. I'm doing labor. I'm going through secondary trauma by coming on this app and raising awareness and teaching people what FGM even stands for. That is my labor. I'm doing so much labor for my community.
I understand it's a lot of weight on you. I am so sorry, but you're their voice. You're their hope, right? So
I'm one
I hate to
person,
put this
Luna.
on you. I
I'm one
know.
person, Luna. And also, why are you absolving yourself of any labor? Why don't you send those emails as well?
I will try. I will try. I'm not gonna
Thank you.
promise, but I will try.
Luna, the question I have very simple. What percentage of Muslim countries allow this, or where the majority of the ladies in that country are having it done? I don't know the answer.
I don't know the answer either. This is the first I hear about it. With
Really?
I swear, when I got on this app was the first time I've heard of it. I've heard some people.
But I heard it happens in
voluntarily
Iran in small numbers.
I heard that like some people, some women voluntarily want that done, which I never understood why they would even want to do it. It's this like it was weird to me, but it's to use the religion to do that to little girls, especially, and force them to do it. It is disgusting. No one should.
Luna, can I say
That
something like respectfully? Never in my 23 years of life ever I saw a woman voluntarily want done FGM on them. That's just the craziest
women do a
sentence I
lot of
heard say
crazy
out of your
shit.
mouth, Luna. No way I ever seen in my entire life woman voluntarily want FGM.
The women do a lot
Yeah,
of crazy shit.
but okay.
I'm
Oh
telling
my
Oh my
god.
you.
gosh, this is
I
this is the
never in my
delusion.
life saw that. I never in my life
No,
saw that.
I'm
Okay,
talking
they
about
think a
grown
woman is
women.
someone that starts menstruating in
Oh,
a lot of
I know.
Islamic
Believe me, I
sects.
know. Believe me, I
Yeah.
know.
Who?
But that's just crazy,
RK,
Luna. Like,
they're grown women, and believe me, I've heard
then why
that.
FGM is
You've
done on
heard, but you
little
don't know.
children? What do you mean? Wait, what?
Not
Doesn't make
not most,
sense, Luna.
not just it's but it had nothing to do with the
Okay, then
religion.
why adult woman in her right mind, right,
Exactly. No, I
want
agree with you,
her
RK.
genitals being cut off
I know.
violently?
Hey, I agree with you. I'm telling you, I've never understood that.
Luna,
Like,
can I ask you a quick
but I've
question?
never met someone that had done it. You know what I mean?
They would be ashamed to
I've
tell you
heard.
if they live in the West and it happened to them.
That's
Most
just
people aren't as brave as this young lady above us. I just want to ask you something. Do you follow hadiths and tafsir or
No,
just the Quran?
no, and
Oh, okay.
I'm a Shia too. Like we're very different. We're
And
not.
there's Shias that believe that the Quran's corrupt, correct?
Yeah.
Right. So you can't tell us this is where you're doing this young lady disjustice, because you have 80% of Muslims that would disagree with you, if not more, and say that the tafsir and the hadiths are authentic because they're following sunnah. So for you to say it's cultural when you didn't even really know where it's practiced,
Do
how
you
it's
know
practiced.
much
Hold on, let
about
me
the?
finish. You're a Quranist only. Can I ask you, how would people know how to prostrate? How would they know how to fast? How would they know Aisha's name? How would they know how many times to pray if they didn't follow hadiths and tafsir?
It's
You're
all it's
acting like this is
Quran.
optional. It's not
Honey,
optional. For these people, it's not optional. And it's
can you
80% of Muslims.
okay, so it's all in the Quran. You don't need the hadith. And do
No,
you
okay, so
know
show me what verse that tells you to pray how many times a day to pray. And you just
I
told me that there's people that believe the Quran's corrupted, even the Shias. So let's look at that.
no, there are corrupted Quran. I'm not saying there aren't any. But what I'm trying to tell you, do you know how many tafsirs there are? Do you know
Oh,
that?
yeah, but there's the ones that are authentic and there's ones that are not. So you have your
No, you're
scholars that are
talking about
authentic.
hadith. Listen,
Yes,
you're
I know
talking
that
about
the
okay,
hadiths and tafsir
tafsir
have
is
to be
different.
rated as authentic because they
I
have
think you're
lineage
not
to
very
Muhammad.
knowledgeable to have that debate with me. There are many tafsirs.
You just
Tafsirs
had a
are
Sunni
not.
Muslim up
It
here
You
doesn't
gotta
says
mean
that
let you
he.
gotta
tafsir.
let you gotta let Luna respond, guys.
Go ahead.
Okay, you gotta let her
Tafsir.
talk.
When you say authentic, that applies to hadith. It doesn't apply to tafsir. So
Of
there are
course, it applies
many.
to the tafsir. The
Let J-
tafsir is based on the interpretation of the Quran. It's basically only going to be certain scholars that would be part of the school of thought that are they have a consensus,
That's
like the
in
founding church
tafsir.
fathers. Hold on, there are also scholars that are not creditable,
All right, let
right?
Luna respond, please.
That is in tafsir. That is in hadith, not tafsir. Tafsir, you interpret the Quran in whatever sect you believe in. So you got many different tafsirs. Do you understand that? So
But
you can't
that's you're not
compare
listening.
one to another. And
But
I don't
are there
agree with
not
those
are there not
tafsir.
scholars that are not creditable? That's what I'm saying. And we're
Not
talking
all
about the
scholars are
original
credible.
scholars. Hold on,
Not all.
we're not talking about someone that writes an interpretation today. These are people that have been either close to Muhammad, related to Muhammad at the time of Muhammad, or they have direct lineage. It's not just some random person. They're being taken, and there's a consensus, right? So there was a consensus in Sunni Islam that FGM was not haram, and some said that it was either advised to do it, or it would be looked the other way because it doesn't go against.
Same thing
Okay.
Yahya said, right?
Listen, again,
So just
what
because
they
what I'm
did.
getting at is
Golden,
because you're a
golden,
Shia.
golden,
Hey, let her
golden,
talk though.
golden, golden. Please stop. Let Luna talk for at least 30 seconds. Uninterrupted. Go, Luna.
So again, this is not in Islam. What they did, they took this cultural behavior, whatever they were doing, embedded in Islam so they can force it on people and make it okay for it to be acceptable to conduct this horrendous, like, this is disgusting. It is not okay. So what I'm trying to tell her, that, I know it's a lot on her. She's a victim, and it sounds to me she's traumatized, and rightfully so. Like, that is not okay for her to use that. That is not acceptable in Islam, their own book, against them, to fight them. Do you understand?
I would if you didn't come up and say FGM. You didn't know what it was. You truly believe
Okay,
that
I
there are
didn't
women
know
that vote. Hold on,
I
let me
didn't
speak
know.
now. I didn't interrupt you as Dave's request. FGM is some women. You've heard a smaller group of women that voluntarily want to do this, but can't tell us where or who they are, even though it happens in over 30 countries that all happen to be Muslim majority countries, by the way. This is not 2 or 3 countries. I think you're in a bit of denial. The other thing that I'd say is that we're talking about Sunni Islam, which you do not follow. You also don't follow hadiths. You don't follow tafsirs outside of maybe some of your Shia scholars. And even then, it doesn't seem like you do because you don't really know. I think you're a Quranist. I think you don't wear a hijab. But then there's women
Listen,
that
and
would
did you know,
that would be
and since
punished by
you're
death if
so
they didn't.
knowledgeable, no, hold on. Since you're so knowledgeable about Islam, where in Islam says that women have to wear hijab?
In the hadiths,
Okay, in Quran, as a Muslim, hadith is
they said,
written
I
200,
know, I agree with you. That's what I'm
215
saying.
years.
But that's
So,
what you've just proven me right
so
because there's
you're
women that do wear a
basically
hijab.
telling me I'm not really a Muslim because I don't wear hijab. This is your
That's not
view.
you're not getting the point. I'm saying that there's women that would literally be killed in multiple countries for not, and it's happening in Iran right now. And there's people that get acid thrown on them for not wearing a hijab because it is in the hadiths and they follow the sunnah. They don't just follow the Quran.
Here what I'm going to tell you. I grew up in a country where being a Muslim didn't mean for you to wear hijab. Okay?
Were you a
So,
Shia country?
no, in Kuwait.
So you have a country that has, and you have where they've carried out to the west because they want oil money. Yeah,
No,
continue.
no,
Well,
no.
they
It's
just had
always
Cardi B
been
there,
like
so
that.
That's not
No,
really relevant to me, but
listen,
yeah.
To have Cardi B there,
listen, listen. In Bahrain, Kuwait, all the Gulf countries, and you talk about Jordan, Egypt, any of those countries, you do not have to wear hijab to be a Muslim. You don't have to wear hijab to fast or to there. It doesn't in Islam nowhere. See, to force anything on Muslims as a woman, like if the religion's supposed to force something on me to make me wear hijab, it's actually haram. So what Iran is
in
doing is
Muslim
against.
countries or any Muslim woman that's not wearing hijab, she's shunned upon by the Muslim community for not wearing a hijab. Why is that?
I mean, it happens in
Why?
Yeah, because
Australia.
that's what
Even in
I'm trying
Australia,
to tell
exactly.
you.
Even like
She's just been
Muslim women.
home.
Wait, Luna. Muslim women that are seen on this app or in general in life, right? That don't wear hijab either get shunned upon or get honor killed by the family, or they either, get
So when you
discriminated
talk,
against and
when
fucking
you
disowned
talk,
by the family.
okay,
It's
Guys, I'm so sorry. I have a conference call starting in 5 minutes, and I need to get. I'm gonna make some breakfast, but I will say this: kudos to Yo Mans for coming up and saying what she did. Anytime she wants to come up and talk about it, I will allow her. The Hudrat Imam Nora was in here, and she was in the queue, and she wanted up. Of course, I'm not going to let her up. All right. And in retrospect, no offense to anybody, in retrospect, I wish I would have just left Yo Mans up here and just asked her questions one on one. And that's nothing against RK or Golden or Luna, maybe a little bit against the Yaya dude, but I am stunned on how the conversation went, point blank. And I think there are a lot of Muslims that maybe they act like it's not that big of a deal or it doesn't happen that often. That's my perception. I don't know if that's reality. I don't know. I don't know. But I appreciate Yo Man's coming up and saying what she did. And I think Yo Man should speak on it a lot more and bring awareness to what the hell's going on over there. And I know it's hard. It is hard, 100%. And I don't know. The conversation was definitely different. And just thinking about this morning going from that Libby chick and getting frustrated with her, and then talking about foundational black Americans, and then wrapping it up with Yo Mans. This was definitely a unique morning. But I appreciate everybody that watched or listened. Yeah, listen, Yo Mans is one of the good ones, right? And I know you could say whatever you want. I do have criticism for Luna. I like Luna. But to come up and say, what is FGM, that was crazy to me. Regardless, you could say, well, I never heard about it before this app. I never heard about it before this app either, but I'm aware. Yo Mans deserves a platform to speak, 100%. And Yo Mans could come up here anytime. Wait until everybody's here, and if she wants to come up and talk about it, she can come up and talk about it. I have no problem with it. But I also got Luna's point where you want to qualify it. It's not all Muslims. And one question I was going to ask, and I don't want an answer now, but what percentage of Muslim countries enforce this? What percent of females that practice Islam have it done? And I think the answers I would get would be so they would vary so much it would be mind blowing. Where some people might say it's only 1% of females that practice Islam have it done. But reality is it might be, yeah, D-Light said 30 countries. But either way, regardless of how the morning went, I think the biggest win goes to Yo Mans. Just talking about it was eye-opening for me, and I appreciate that. I really do. But all right, I'm out. It's 9 o'clock now, so that's that. I appreciate you all. Follow me on YouTube, do whatever, and I will talk to you guys later on tonight. Behave. Kudos to you, Yo Mans. You are one of the good ones.